Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. We are out of YouTube jail. Privilege. I'm very privileged. Thank you. Glad to have you all back today. We are I'm glad we could do the show because this is an important one. This is Vestri 5, the finale. Ooh, I'm still surprised how quickly they got these five out, man. It's really cool. Great looking art, some good people in our community, and of course, we've been able to see Shabby evolve, and his art has gotten better and better and better. And it's like, good on you, dude. I mean, congrats. I mean, the hard work probably helped, but nevertheless, we are here to celebrate Vestry, and hopefully, you guys will do the same. All of you listening, go out there, hit that like, share button, let everybody know we're back because it's been more than 7 days. But YouTube, full of shit. I understand why now Steven Crowder has a little emotion animation where he's literally pissing on YouTube. I get it. I get it. Jackasses. But nevertheless, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Vestry. So let's go straight over to Pickles. Hi, Pickles.
Hello.
How are you and your British self doing today, sir?
Oh, a proper dandy.
A proper dandy. In the old meaning?
Oh yeah, I'm so happy.
Okay, that's not what it means. But anyway, glad to
Well,
have
it's
you
my
here.
it's
So the
my
dandy
new
isn't a dandy a poof?
It is.
No.
It's a poof. Yeah. They're
we have
homosexuals who we
we have
support
different.
handily.
Yeah.
YouTube.
I guess
Doing.
I guess dandy means something else in my country.
What does it mean in your
It
country?
definitely. It
just
just definitely means.
doesn't it.
Of course, it is a well-dressed
Uh,
man. I understand that,
Yeah.
but it means Americans are in charge of the English language now. Pickles.
well,
I do apologize.
our F word means something different over here.
That is
Like
true.
what
That is
yours
true.
is, so.
That is true. Yeah.
And I'm not allowed
But
to say it.
I think we've already established though you're wrong though. So
Wow.
yeah.
I hear that a
Wow.
lot every day anyway.
Yeah. So
Holy.
it is what it is. But once again, you're not doing your job, Pickles. What is the story about here? We're in Vestry 5, which I'm going to bring up, share with everybody, so they can see it while you talk about it. I got all my
Right.
sharing out and all that stuff. Once again, hopefully you guys are doing the same. We're going to be doing a draw along too, so pay attention. All right, go ahead.
Yes.
What do I even say? It's like we lead on from the last issue. Sorry,
Mhm,
I've
mhm.
not slept, so apologies.
Okay, dedication.
Um,
That's good.
from the last issue, we saw that Damon was tracking down a forbidden race to
Ooh.
find out how to stop Arius from unleashing the abyss onto the world. And at the end of the issue, it doesn't go so great for Damon. He's stabbed, he's injured. So in this issue, we lead on basically, it's like, how is an injured Damon going to try and stop, this powerful elf from getting even more powerful? It's just going to lead into a big showdown. It involves gods, as always, dragons, and
Which is cool. It's a
babes.
good-looking dragon, and there's one thing I've learned in all my years of being a licensed GM: an old elf is a dangerous elf. Yeah,
And this is an old
he's
ass
super
elf.
old. Look at him. We're looking at him. He's super old. That's a dangerous elf. Absolutely. But cool. Now, you guys are going on something about a dragon. It's a good-looking dragon. I don't understand the conversation you guys are going to having.
Well,
I
the
don't know. It needed to be a proper dragon.
It
I
is a proper
was
dragon.
vigilant about that. 6 limbs.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah. Oh,
needed to
I
be done.
see. Yeah, no, the
None
the
of that.
the
None of that Elder Scrolls, type
the
of
wyvern stuff. Yeah,
flying
no, I
thing.
get you. I
yeah.
get you. No, it looks great. The art is really clean. Who's doing your coloring, dude? It looks good.
Me,
Shabby's doing it.
Oh,
I'm doing it all.
you're
I'm
just
a,
leveling up
yeah.
everywhere.
Now,
Now,
if you compare that to issue 2, it's been a big improvement.
oh my God, dude. Yeah, no, he's really improving, and he's just going to keep improving. So, I see we have a scene here with Damon, and he's roaring at the universe, and his genitalia have been blacked out. I was promised nudity. I don't understand.
Oh, trust me, there is. We can't show it on our campaign.
Oh, you can't. Okay, there's a rule. All right. That girl is sexy as shit, dude. You're getting good with, you can do both. I've noticed with artists, they're either really good at doing women or really good at doing men, but they don't switch it so well. But you're doing a good job. That's a woman, female, very nice looking feminine body and a very nice looking masculine body. Good job, dude. Now, I probably asked this question before, but I'm going to ask it again. I'm assuming Damon is the Westerner, or is
The
or
Western
Vestri.
Vestri is a name of a large giant from northern mythology,
Well,
and
it's actually, yeah,
yeah,
but it represents it actually
West, yeah,
translates
yeah, yeah,
as
West, right,
Western, yeah.
yeah. Genuinely, we chose the name just because it sounded cool,
Oh,
and
really? No,
was
I figured he was
it's
like from the West, or your story was taking place in the Western frontier or
the
something like that.
well,
So,
the continent this story is happening on is the Western continent.
I see. Okay. Yeah, who cares?
That
It
is
doesn't matter. Don't
to be
don't
ruled.
listen to the
Yeah.
philologist. We don't know anything. We're stupid. Yeah.
Arc 2 question mark.
Glad you finally admitted it.
Yeah. I have to say,
Hallelujah.
I am loving your art here, but frickin' Matt Weldon, dude. Damn.
Mm.
Jesus
Oh yeah,
Weldon's
he's
on
insane.
another level. Like
He's leveled up too, because oh my God, he was really good from day one. But I mean, Jesus, look at that.
He's been the kindest to us, just discovers. I think he went beyond what he did, beyond himself. I was so impressed by those.
Oh, dude,
Genuinely great guy and wonderful, wonderful artist.
it's absolutely fantastic. But the thing that's impressed me with it as well, Shabby, is your coloring, because you colored all this, right?
I colored
No,
all of it
no,
except the Matt Weldon covers.
Oh,
He
who
has
did
a
the Weldon
special,
stuff?
special man.
He won't tell us who coloured it.
He has his people.
Oh, that's fine. But it is really good though. Sweet. All right. Well, let's not dilly or dally any longer, and let's get right into it. God, those Weldon covers, dude. I mean, that is such gold for you guys, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have a chrome tier as well. So
Oh,
if you
do
want
you?
a really, really special one, you can get chrome Weldon.
Oh, sweet. Now that's really cool. I like those kind of specialty covers. That was real popular in what, like the early 90s, Eric. We could all kind of, you remember that Wolverine comic that came out where the claw rip through was actually through the cover?
Wolverine number 50, I do believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was really cool, dude.
Die cut cover as
Is that the one?
his folder and cut through it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, dude. And the saber-toothed one that went along with it
Mhm.
was equally cool. Yeah, and it was neat. But anyway, we do need to get moving along here. So let me bring back up you fellas and ladies, or fellettes, I guess would be, or phase. I don't know,
Should really
fairies.
be gender neutral on
Hey,
that.
all you they thems. Let's get ready to go.
Hey you guys. How about that?
Collection of Z's.
But anyway, we got to get this started. So, am I going to have a shabby countdown today or a pickles countdown?
Yes.
We can do it together.
Oh, I
Make
would
him
love
do
to
it as a
see
duet.
Yeah,
Make him do it as a duet.
Are we starting at 5 and then I go to 4 and then he goes to 3?
do it in Joan Jett style. That's the best.
I don't know what that is, but
5,
see,
4,
get it.
3, 2, 1. Joan Jett.
All right. Okay,
But
Pickles, you ready? I say
yeah,
a 3. I say a 2.
I see a
1.
2,
Let's
I
go.
see a 1. There's not much passion in that, but
Europeans.
Alright.
Goddamn Europeans, Eric.
He's British. You won't get much emotion out of him.
No, that's fair. That is fair. Although he has made his pickle, which I thought was a penis for a long time, he's bearded it.
I thought it was always bearded.
it has
I
always
was-
been bearded.
I was questioning why his penis was bearded and green, but I try not to be judgy.
Sure you don't.
No,
I mean,
never.
that pickle's been
No judgy there. No siree.
Mm-mm.
No, but if somebody's asking me if I want to see their bearded pickle, I'm probably going to say no.
Yeah, probably. You're right. That's all right.
That's pretty smart. That's a smart way to go, Rosa.
Any of these guys try to show you their pickle, you come to me. I'll take care of it.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I got your back.
Thank you.
We have to keep Rosa pure.
We do. We do. Yeah, our little innocent girl.
Oh,
That's
Uh,
right.
Not like
Wait.
that Keenma character from Canada.
hey! What was that supposed to mean?
Oh,
Go to hell.
nothing. Thank you.
Stay away from her.
That's why. See, Rosa's sweet and nice to me all the time. You pick on me and say bad words.
I do not pick on you.
You do.
Well, she has to. She has to
I
survive
treat
in
you like-
in the People's
I-
Republic of Trudeau.
That's true.
Yes,
Yeah, there we go. I treat you like any other Canadian would treat you.
Hey,
I don't
I've
think
been to
so.
Canada many times. They love me.
Uh huh.
Hmm
I love
Yeah.
everybody.
They do. They do, and they're
No,
very
we don't.
clean. I actually have been to Canada a bunch of times when I was younger. I'd actually rather loved it. I used to go to Oakleaf all the time near Niagara. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. No, it is a nice little town. It's beautiful, nice people. And in Canada, when I went up, because the first time I went to, well, no, I went with my family, I think, but first time I went up, without my family was a high school band trip. And we were doing like a band exchange with a Canadian band in Oakleaf. And this first time I went up there, and I stayed with an Italian family in Oakleaf, and I was a bit surprised because they were drinking alcohol, as their liquid, wine. The breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was they didn't have water or soda. They were, the kids too, me too. So, in Canada, children drink alcohol. Rock on.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah.
You can
Gotta
drink
Yeah,
get them
like
alcohol
started on their
over
vices
here.
early.
There you do.
You
That's
can
not
drink- you can drink
100% true.
alcohol over
The-
here, though.
The legal drinking age there at one point was 19 because when you lived in and around Detroit, that's where you go to have a beer. Was you cross over the
19,
bridge and go to
Jesus.
Canada.
Yeah, but I was like,
How do
I
you
think I
manage
was
when
like,
legal age is 19?
well, I was like
Should be 18
14,
like he's here.
or I was like 14 though. So,
And it's a nightmare coming back from Windsor into Detroit. All the bars close.
Yeah, because you have to
I
go to
bet.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, no, just getting across. The tunnel's all backed up. People just honking, screaming, drunk. It's wild.
Oh wow, I've never experienced that.
Get the
And
hell
you
out
have
of
to
my
be in
way.
Detroit? Jeez.
I know. It is a shame. So, now this is a reference we can't make, and maybe our guests can help us out because we are multicultural here. So, for you Brits, where is what part of Britain are you ashamed of, and you just kind of cover your eyes and don't look? For us, we have a few: Baltimore,
London.
Detroit, London.
I'd say
Wow.
London, but I would say Hull because Hull's a fucking shithole.
Aw, aw.
I mean, you can say the same about Birmingham.
No, yeah, Birmingham's
Oh,
not great.
The list
Man,
is growing.
I'm not a big fan of Manchester, but that's just because it's a big city.
How
I don't
about your
like it.
northern
Like
brothers?
Okay. What?
How about the Scots?
Let's disarm Manchester, shall we?
I think we know where Pickles is from now. He just
Uh-oh.
locks himself.
I thought it would be like Brighton or something,
well,
but no.
Pickles,
I
say
see.
Nottingham.
Yeah, say
Nottingham.
I
But,
love the answer. Scotland, not
You can.
England. It's true.
Well, the
It
the
is
thing
true.
is though, every city hates each other.
Of course.
Like it's the way it
Really?
is.
Here in Japan, who the city that everyone, just is ashamed of? Osaka.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, Osaka had a huge immigration of Koreans around the wartime, Korean War.
Oh.
And Koreans are not they're genetically Japanese, but culturally they're different now, right? All these centuries have gone by, and they're very loud in every single way, not only vocally but the way they dress. And you know how the Japanese are, Andrew. They're
Yeah.
the most conservative, toned down, quiet people on earth, I would imagine. And the Osakans are loud, and their clothes is, they literally wear stripes and patterns together. I mean, come on, who does
No.
that?
I was
only
about to say,
know-
what did somebody find a candy bar wrapper on the street of Osaka?
I know, dude. But something like that. But
Oh my god, this is a bad place.
well, you know what the common complaint about Osaka is, which I have no clue. I've never actually been there. I think I drove through it. But the Japanese feel the Osakans are liars.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the big complaint. Other than noise, they're dishonest and cannot be trusted. It's like,
Well, I've been to Osaka, and it is a very nice place to be. Nobody lied to me, but I also did not speak to anybody because I can't speak Japanese very well.
oh well, fair. I mean, if you like Japanese food, though, that's definitely a place to be, though.
Yeah, that's where I ate whale.
Yeah, sure.
It's very good.
Cool.
Yeah,
I went with a few fat chicks too.
I appreciate Kima's doing Batman.
Oh lord.
What was that? Was that a comment that might get my channel banned? More of it. More, I say.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. They could ban this channel 1,000 times over based on the way they think.
Surprised they haven't.
Guess some of the shit we've said.
Right?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, can we even count how many Jew jokes I've made? Anybody?
No.
No.
Well, let's not egg them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. We just got you back.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. But the thing is, the people who love the Jew jokes more than anybody are the Jews.
Jews.
Yeah. They're funny people. Their language is actually humorous. Isn't that interesting? The language
Yiddish?
itself, yes. It is actually has evolved into it is humorous in itself.
So many of them are natural comedians, so it would make sense.
Makes sense why they dominate that field. I mean, Seinfeld, Sandler. Well, I'm not going to Hollywood. Let's just say that. Hollywood. Okay. But
I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore. Didn't someone just get in trouble for that too?
I did.
I was about to say a joke, but it would have led right into the thing that got you banned. So
Yeah, how about we don't do that?
Yeah. Ooh,
Please.
Alan is doing Batman too. No, you know what he's doing? He's doing Arabian Night.
Were we
from
supposed to be
DC
doing Batman?
Comics. No, we're supposed to be doing Vestri.
Oh, okay.
God damn it. Old elves, beefcake men, and sexy ass glowing chicks.
What about the dragons?
Or
Batman.
dragons. And they're dragon too.
That-
If you want to take a bite out of that, Rosa, you go right ahead. That's daunting. You know what you should do? You should make him look like Puff.
The magic dragon?
Yeah, and I'll sing the song.
Oh
If
no!
I do-
Please no.
Puff the
Oh,
magic
I will
dragon,
draw Puff.
live by the sea. That was such a great song.
Oh,
It's all about marijuana. Just so you know.
it's like the Cars for
Oh,
Kids
they said it
commercial.
wasn't.
No bullshit.
Is this American stuff?
It is. Stay out of it, you foreigner. Yeah, Puff. You never heard Puff the Magic Dragon? It's like a little character,
No.
and there's a group called the Mamas and Papas, I think it was. And they
Peter,
created a
Paul,
song.
and Mary.
Peter, Paul, and Mary, same thing, really. I mean,
Not
No,
even.
no, no,
very same. Yeah, very similar.
no.
No.
Well, the big news in Britain right now is
Lizzo.
we have a can of soda, if you want to call it soda, called Lilt, and it's being discontinued, rebranded.
No. Oh, don't do that. I like Lil. I
Lil?
didn't know that.
What's
Dude,
wrong with Lil?
It's great
Lil.
with vodka and rum. That's what it's good for.
Holy
It's being rebranded into Fanta.
What?
Fanta.
But Fanta's already a thing.
Fanta?
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
it's
That can't be
like
real.
What's wrong
it's
with
basically
Lil?
it's being called Fanta Pineapple and whatever's in.
Well, did
Oh,
Fanta buy the
well,
company or something?
it
No,
must
it's
have been,
it's
yes.
part of Fanta, but it's been part of Fanta for like 50 years. But now they
Oh, it was
decided
just different
to,
marketing in different countries.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, as long as you don't change the way it's made, it'll be all right.
I thought Fanta Pineapple was already a thing.
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't
so
know.
Fanta.
too.
But in different countries, I suppose. We have a red Fanta, an orange one, and I think that's it. I don't know.
The grape one is not bad on occasion. Although if I have access to Welch's, I'll just take that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is superior. And is Welch's might be well British, isn't it?
Who?
No, I
Yeah,
guess
I
not. I
don't
guess
know.
we'll own that then. Fine. I thought for sure Welch's was a British company. I
I'm
shall
not
I
gonna.
shall investigate.
Grape soda? You know,
Yeah.
likes grape soda.
It's not grape soda, grape juice.
Oh,
It's really
whoa,
good.
whoa.
The Koreans in Japan.
Curb
are
your
almost-
That's
tongue,
right.
Alan.
I heard all those
I'm just talking
Koreans
about
like grape
those
soda.
Osakans
Right?
with their
What?
K-pop
Right.
and
And
being
their
loud at the movies.
K-pop. Yeah, I know. It's disgusting.
Of course, then there's also Grape Crush.
Oh
yeah,
wow,
grape-
no. I am very wrong.
That's some
It
grape
is
knee high.
super. That is grape knee high. It is Welch's is super American. Matter of fact, the whole front page is about how American they are. Jesus. These are flag wavers. Nice. Support them more.
America.
Oh look, black people live in America too. Sweet.
How did that
What?
happen?
I don't know, but there's many of
They
them.
want a free trip.
I think
Don't
it's
want a foreign
an
country.
African country. Yeah, most of these people are African. Sweet. I mean, Africa got a new country.
Like South African?
Well, they don't really look very African. They look mulatto, but I don't think I'm supposed to say that word.
No,
I
you're
shall
not.
return. I'm going to restart my PC.
Okay, see, I see what I did. See what
He's
I
getting
did.
out before before the
Before the band hammer?
hits.
Well,
yes.
I'm surprised because I'm looking at it here, and they're very much we're American. 700 American farming families, which is awesome.
I mean, are you like
Carver
trying
grape.
to get the thing banned again?
No.
Yeah.
Why would I?
He's just
You know,
he's just challenging the
I-
system.
Yeah, I'm testing. Yeah.
Sticking
no,
it to the man.
Well, honestly, it's no different than anything I've ever done here. But like I said, it doesn't really matter because in the end they can end any channel they want anytime they like.
True.
Yeah, new management, but it's gonna be either better or worse.
Yeah,
Well,
the dude who's like super into NFTs and stuff.
Oh, that guy. Well, they must have had some policy change because that's how I got. I mean, obviously, a human didn't look at my stuff. It was an algorithm that got it right. This channel's way too teeny for anybody corporately to care. So an algorithm. So it means the algorithm was updated, right? Because one thing a lot of people forget is that YouTube is owned, and operated by Google, and Google has not one but two of them quantum computers, and those things are handy because they can scan the entire internet in what 0.0032 nanoseconds.
Yes.
So that
So
the
it's
algorithm's
pretty
well
good.
aware. Yeah, no, they're quite amazing things. So they, if I was hitting any of the algorithm stuff, I would have been hit already, and I have. This channel has been hit with copyright stuff, but that's not an actual channel strike. Because you'll have, you're not allowed to, use a publicly displayed trailer or stuff like that. You're not allowed to do that. So.
It's crazy. It's really hard to know what's out there and what's not. And literally, I've done songs for my church where literally we're sitting there actually singing it out loud inside a church, and that's supposed to be perfectly legal. And the song is actually under public domain, and it will say, "This sounds like a song about a beer from Ethiopia or something." And literally, you can't challenge it. You're like, "No, it says Jesus loves me," and they're saying, "Hey, try our beer," is what the song says. And I'm like,
well, that you do realize that the left hates Christians more than anything. You are
Yeah.
the enemy. Yeah.
but we love them, and it's gonna be all right.
That's right. You keep on loving, and that's what I love about you, Rosa.
Gonna keep on loving
Loving
you.
you,
Thank you.
because it's the only thing I want to do.
Whoever's singing, don't ever do that again. Please.
I sound just like him.
Well, okay. I'm just, anyway.
It is. It was scary. I was having flashbacks to the album.
Where were you? Which one?
Oh yeah, a High Infidelity. Song comes right off High Infidelity.
Yeah.
REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity,
Yeah, REO
1980 something.
Speedwagon. Yeah, that was a fun band, dude. You know what's odd that because I have like a little lounge cover band, right? And I've written a bunch of our own stuff as well, but we do a lot of covers, obviously. And you would not believe, maybe you can guess, Jeff, what band we cover the most. There's a singer, which I've already said here, Joe Cocker. I do a lot of Joe Cocker stuff, but there's a band we cover a lot, and I'm shocked that we do.
REO Speedwagon?
No, but it's similar.
Journey.
It's similar. No, God, I would not dare. I would not dare. Steve Perry,
Similar
are
to
you
REO.
kidding me?
Similar to REO.
He's an alien, that guy.
Supertramp?
Oh, you're getting closer.
It's not Boston.
No, I don't
Trip.
have Peter. I don't have Peter Cetera voice either.
Peter Cetera wasn't Boston.
Wasn't
It's
it?
Chicago.
No, that was Brad Delp.
Oh, okay.
You,
Chicago.
mean Rush?
No.
Rush.
No. Although my drummer could handle it, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, let's God.
Bad
Darn a lot.
Company.
Oh, Bad Company really isn't REO Speedwagon-ish.
Yeah, they fall
But
into
yeah,
similar.
but that doesn't surprise me.
I do a lot of that, and it's not my choice; it's their choice. But yeah.
You know how many songs they had off of their, what was it? Who's that singer? Crap! I can't. He sang with Queen for a little bit, and I can't remember his name.
I can't think of his name either. He's
But
outrageously
when he was
Adam
good.
Levine.
No,
No.
God, no, God, you can go straight to hell, sir. No, let me go check because
Tom Lambert.
he is
No.
a ridiculously
Adam
good
Lambert.
voice. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Don't do this. Stop it.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Well,
Meatloaf
that's
had-
another singer you should not dare to try. Yeah.
No, that's like
All you
the
gotta
best.
all you gotta do is get really hammered and forget your lyrics.
Now,
That's right.
don't you disrespect Meatloaf over here, buddy. Let
No,
me
so
see.
my buddy went to one of Meatloaf's final concerts before he died,
Uh-huh.
and
Did
he
he really?
was so drunk, and
Aw.
he had to read his own lyrics off of a teleprompter because he couldn't remember them, and he still got them wrong.
Paul Rogers,
and
by
he
the way.
and he
Yeah,
said he couldn't handle it, so he left. So that was his last experience with
I
Meatloaf.
know it was sad, his ending of his life. But if you go back when he's in his prime, or even
Oh yeah,
decades,
Yeah, you-
Meatloaf is ridiculously good. He
That's
was only one of the few people who was able to bring Broadway to mainstream pop. I mean, he did it successfully, really, really successfully. Because you could say Queen does that a little bit, but for
Mhm.
the most part, you don't see Broadway style musical storytelling on the radio. It's very rare.
I always
I
thought it was
Leftover
strange
Meatloaf
that
would be a good cover band name.
What do you say?
Leftover
great.
Meatloaf would be a good cover band name.
hmm
There's probably one called Leftover Meatloaf.
Go buy
That would
some
surprise me.
Meatloaf memorabilia, like one of his jackets or shoes or something. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
But yeah, Paul Rogers, he had his own sort of like blues,
He's
rock
awesome.
blues band, and I heard one of the songs off the album. I was like, "Holy cow!" It was a really good album. It was like back in the mid to late '80s. That was oh wow.
It's just, because I'm not a professional singer, I'm a professional saxophone player, right? So I've worked really hard to be able to operate at the level I'm at, but I'm limited. I'm limited in my the sound of the tone of my voice and the range of my voice. So I have to be really careful of what songs I choose that are in my wheelhouse. You know what I mean? So, and he
Yep.
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah, you're not doing
Love.
Material Girl or anything.
No,
Oh, he could do it. He could actually probably do it.
like a
It's the way.
virgin. E. Fuck. Oh, I
He,
can't say. Oh God. Yeah.
no, yeah, you're right. The tone. You can love a song, just absolutely love it, and have all the hit the points. And if the tone of your voice, if that texture doesn't fit, it's just not going to work.
Yeah. No.
There's so many. I love that. I love songs that sound like they should be sung by an operatic baritone, and half the stuff I write sounds like it should be sung by an operatic baritone. I can't sing it worth a dang.
Yeah.
It's like
No. You know.
ratings because it's not.
That's where a professional good singer comes in. They can do that. Yeah.
I have to get a man to do it. That's the whole point.
You know who I'm really impressed with her growth. We do kind of this kind of like a musical circuit here in the island Kyushu where I am. You know, kind of. And one band that's been around here for a few years now, and you know, it's all a bunch of musicians. We support each other, right?
Uh-huh.
And but it's the sister of Shonen Knife.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
And she's a really solid guitar player. And her voice is good from day one, but it's improved. And she's a little sex kitten. My God, dude. Yeah, because Andrew can testify. You know, I know you guys get caught up in your anime, but the reality is Japanese don't do sexy. They really, really
Mm.
don't. They really don't. But damn, she can turn it on, dude. She's a rare Japanese girl.
Maybe she's from Osaka.
Maybe.
she's one of the most Sokka girls.
Maybe.
You know, those Osaka girls your mom warned you about.
Uh-huh,
Uh-oh.
uh-huh, uh-huh. But
Wish
I'm
they
impressed.
all could be Osaka girls.
She's not hitting though, because she's still with us in the circuit, which means she hasn't been picked up by an agency that's trying to push her, which I think is a shame because I think that girl's money. But oh well, she's just
Okay.
such a rare beast.
I just saw something in a tweet today. Somebody's talking about the best thing I learned today is a loud American role in Japanese businesses. Does that actually exist?
Though, say it again.
The loud American role in Japanese businesses.
What does that
Does
mean?
that actually? It says in Japan, you do not talk back to your boss. You just don't, even if they have stupid ideas and want the company to act on them.
Oh, sure. We have an expression here in Japan. And it translates very simply. If your boss says the crow is white, then the crow is white.
But it says Nissan didn't. But since other employees couldn't do anything about this terrible idea that would ruin the company, they called in an American who had no reservations about telling the boss that their stupid idea was a stupid idea.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
I do that all the time. They bring me in to do that all the time. Yes. That is one of my major roles here in Japan.
I need to go work in Japan.
Is to yell at Japanese for being stupid. Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
need to go work in Japan because that kind of stuff gets me fired.
Yeah, well. Well, no, because one of the things, and it wasn't intentional in the beginning, was one of the things that I got a lot of attention from Japanese for was, I wasn't like sweet talking Japan when I do lectures and stuff like that. If someone asks a question, I would answer it honestly because I didn't come to Japan because I'm a Japophile. I came here because I married a Japanese girl who I met in another country, and I wanted my kids to have their mother's homeland experience. That's why I came here, right? So I don't have any delusions. I think overall the Japanese do civilization better than most, actually. But of course, it's not perfect. I mean, nothing is, right?
No.
But I got a lot of attention for that because I would just say, well, you guys don't do that very well. And they just don't hear it because all the foreigners over here, they just glad hand the Japanese constantly, either because they think that's how they're going to get forward or they believe it. You know, I sit
Yep.
here and listen to foreigners talk about, oh, Japanese rice is the best rice. There is no rice better than Japanese rice. It's like, well, it's good for what they do with it, but it's shit for everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, you don't go try to make a pilaf or a fried rice or something like that with Japanese rice. It sucks. Now, if you want to take and stick it together with some vinegar in there, and make yourself a little bit of sushi, yeah, well, it's great. hmm I mean,
What do
that's the
they use
reality.
primarily? Like jasmine or something?
No, they have their rice and they're absolute fanatics about it. Their rice and their green, awful tasting green tea. They're fanatics about it. They
Oh
won't
boy.
they won't jasmine rice. You can occasionally find it in a supermarket, and it's a little teeny bag that's, I don't know, a pint size bag. I have to go to foreign stores or on the internet to get proper things for because rice, you need different rice for different things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you get that over here. But I'm not like that. I don't have that. I'm not a Japophile. So I actually got quite a bit of attention because of that. And I do get asked to come in and speak about things. Like you guys know, I went and spoke to the town council regarding the situation with the Ukrainian war not too
Ooh,
long
did
ago.
they
Huh?
in? Wow.
Yeah,
So
and
they
it
had
was
you come to
they
them.
had me come in, yeah. And of course, I already kind of knew, but because I was requested, I went and did my research more, and I put a little presentation together. Hey, Pablo, we're doing naked pink elven girls today. Get to it. Yeah, just right
Furthermore,
out there. That's what I'm
canceled.
saying.
Too many old ladies are touching my butt.
Yes, I should have complained. But I mean, but Rosa, think about that request. Why did they ask me to do that? I mean, why do
Mhm.
they care? But then again, the
Because they
Japanese are very concerned about American politics, and it's like, why?
so you were required to come in.
Why? Go ahead.
How'd you handle it?
I got up and gave our PowerPoint presentation.
There you go. If you PowerPoint it
Because
to
if
death.
World War III starts, you know it's our fault.
Well, no, I laid
Or
it
we got
out. I started in the year 820 CE. Yeah. I gave him a very short, quick primer on on what Ukraine is. Of course, it's Kiev and Rus. It's where they are Russians. It's exactly where the Russians come from, right? It's literally why we call them Russians. Ukraine is the homeland. And I explained that, the history, the past so many centuries of West has always been antagonistic toward the Baltic peoples, and of course that's very true. Russians in particular get a lot of hate. Some of it deserved, most of it not, but they're just kind of the whipping post. They're the scapegoat, and they always have been. I explained that. Then I explained the Orange Revolution, the Maidan Revolution, and what led up to this current situation. I gave them statistics, and basically, one of the things I ended on was the interesting fact that currently there are no Ukrainians in the Ukrainian army. They're all mercenaries being paid from outside countries. And the most interesting and one of the larger groups of those mercenaries are ISIS,
Yep.
paid for by the American government. Is that not interesting?
Well, we got to protect all of our hidden assets in the Ukraine,
I
Chester.
guess. Well, we do. Well, and that it's not Obama's fault because this shit's been going on a long time. But in a way, he kind of escalated it, didn't he? And the same thing
Yeah.
with Wuhan, because people forget that it's Obama that said, because a little bit of scandal came out and he was embarrassed, and he was like, "All right, we're not going to have any more of these biochemical things in America. Move them off territory. Move them outside American territory." So they did. And where did they go? Most of them went to Ukraine, and a couple of them
Yep.
went other places, including Wuhan, China. So it's not his fault directly, but it kind of kicked off, didn't it?
spaghetti-o.
Uh-oh, spaghetti. Oh, dude. I mean, Jesus. And I mean, it is.
Well,
Well, anyway, I just gave him. I didn't really give my opinion. I just gave statistics and information.
Gosh, good
No,
thing
that,
they didn't find one of them Biden Americans over in Japan. They've
Oh,
been like, yeah, send them billions of dollars, do it.
well, the reason I think they asked me, the mayor asked me personally. So I mean, oh, okay. So, but I think the reason why
Wait a minute.
is, yeah,
You didn't say anything against the Clintons, did you?
no, I'm not stupid. Jesus.
All right.
I wouldn't be here today. But I think the reason why is because I have a Monday class that is full of doctors from here in Psyche. We got like eye doctor and skin doctor and general clinicians, and all the different doctors in Psyche come over because in Japan there's, I don't know if it's a direct law or if it's a suggestion, all doctors and nurses should speak English in case they get a foreign patient. So they come to me and we talk about a lot of stuff. And just to kind of improve their English, we just have a discussion, debate time, and just get them to use their English. But nevertheless, I have a feeling those guys were in an argument in one of their elite little Rotary Club meetings, and they said we should bring Chester in on this. I bet you that's what happened. No, I feel so. I feel so.
You
Right?
feel it in your bones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Bring the giant in.
yeah, bring the giant in. But
You have to lower your head to get through the door.
right. But no,
Like Gandalf going into Bilbo's house.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's like Gandalf going to Bilbo's house.
But
That's
it was
legit.
fine. Yeah, but I mean, my presentation was only about, I don't know, 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes. But the Q&A was much longer. So, but yeah, it's weird though, isn't it, Rosa?
it's weird. At the same time, I think people don't grasp the changes that have taken place over the last decade, 2 decades actually,
Yeah.
in American politics. Is no longer actually American politics. It's actually global politics with people that respond to that. As a result, there's very little local control of this.
Right. Well, one of the questions they had, and they all kind of nodded their head when it was asked. So, therefore
So this guy.
uniformity of curiosity, right? Was what, and it's a very interesting question. Why do the Russian people love Putin so much? Interesting question, isn't it? And I explain why. Well, I mean, because, if you really think about why is that? Well, it's because we had this little situation with a guy named Reagan and another guy named Gorbachev had a weird ink spot on his head, and they were negotiating, and the one guy called Reagan said, "Hey, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall," and he did. And they disabled the Soviet Union, and after all the prompting from all those Western countries, they joined democracy. And then nobody did a thing to help him. Not one thing. No one helped them. No one sent aid. They just let it burn. Now, to be fair, NATO immediately went in and started cozying up to all the little Baltic states, and to get them on board with democracy, and eventually many of them did join their little organization, NATO. But the Russians, particularly, no, screw them. And it just fell into absolute chaos and fire. It basically turned. You know what it turned into, Andrew? A Yakuza war.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
Ooh, Yakuza.
Well, I mean, but we call them. I'm sure Russians are better. What, Shabby? What's the Russian word for Yakuza mafia boss? What is the word?
Couldn't tell you.
You don't know the word for organized crime in Slavic languages, sir?
In Czech, we still call it mafia.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. You guys, modernized, huh? Oh, very good. But anyway, that's what happened. And, the reason they love Putin is because he came up and he killed them all and became the one oligarch. But he saved Russia. He did. He brought peace and quiet, right? And the one thing the Russians, I don't know how the other Baltics feel, but the Russians know right well the West hates them, has always hated them, and will always hate them. They know this.
Well, the federal bank hates them, right? Is that really how
Well,
it
I
goes?
mean, the politicians and the media, of course, is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about actual humans. No, but I mean, but it's not hard to understand why the Russians love Putin so much. It's really not. He's cool. He's macho. He's strong. He loves Russia. Clearly, he's very nostalgic of Russian history and the Russian culture and people. And
He
he
rides a
did
bear without a shirt.
he does,
Yep.
dude. Come on. He pets drugged tigers.
Cocaine bears.
Oh yeah, you guys are all on about that new movie. I got has it come out yet?
Eric,
No, but
yeah,
it's getting good reviews though.
I gotta see it, dude.
Ray
It's like a horror
Liotta's
movie or
last
something,
movie,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
horror comedy thriller thing.
Whose
that's
movie is it?
It's actually what's her face, the dumb chick who did the last Charlie's Angels.
No way,
Drew
really?
Barrymore?
Yeah.
But it's the
Lucy Liu?
last movie Ray Liotta was in too.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you're talking about the Drew Barrymore Charlie's Angels, not the train wreck.
No, I'm talking about the train wreck.
Oh really? That little
Yeah,
blonde lady who says all men are sexist and hate women. That one?
yeah, and then she
Oh, good
goofed
for
up that
her.
and let me double check that. Let me check my sources here.
Well, you keep throwing shit at the wall, something's going to stick. I mean, eventually. But it's basically about a bear that gets into a ditch.
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth
Yep, it's
Banks.
Elizabeth Banks.
Oh well, shit. Good for her, man. But the bear gets into some cocaine stash and goes crazy, right? And that's it,
Mhm.
right? That's
Yeah.
the premise, right?
Based on a true story,
That's
by
the
the way.
premise.
Not the
Yeah,
movie,
based on a
but
true story.
the premise actually happened.
yes.
Alpha Proto has corrected our terminology. I do apologize, Alpha Proto. It's not cocaine bear. It's Pablo Escobar. You're right, sir.
What? No.
Pablo Escobar.
Escobar.
Pablo
Yeah,
Escobar.
yeah.
It's right there.
I could
Good
have
job,
made it
Alpha.
fun. I could have made it funnier if I was more observant. Damn it.
And the Grizzly Cartel.
Grizzly.
Uh,
As we chat about things that are completely
Hey, boo boo,
inconsequential
try
to
this.
Vestri, we are looking at the art, however, and it is really good. The guys are doing a good job. We got Andrew over here doing the elfin lady. Nice.
Mm.
We got Eric here doing Damien. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly. Damon. That's probably how it is. Damon. Yeah, I gotta get Slavic in my head. Okay, so Damon. And it looks really good. It's nowhere near as buff as Shabby though. But I suppose he's intimidated. I get it. Okay. Then
Well, we draw from ourselves, and Shabby's more muscular than me. This one's more like me, not like Shabby.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. Let's see here. We got Kima drawing a badass elf, dude. Look at this shit. This is awesome. This is really good. This is like if you made this a drow, this could be like a drow book cover, Kima.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Like some drow male trying to rebel against the female domination of the species or something like that. I can see a story in my head. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Looks totally wicked. Dude.
It does look wicked.
I like it.
Am I the only person here that knows what a drow is?
I do.
No,
I know what
You know
I
Drow
do.
is? What are you, crazy?
What happens when you drink too much NyQuil, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. At
Don't
least I'm not
don't operate
alone.
heavy machinery.
It's not drow, it's dro.
Oh god damn it.
Every self-respecting nerd knows that.
Then of course Rabbit is doing another Damon here, a real serious looking one too. That's cool. And I know there's probably some. I know Rosa's here doing some stuff. Shabby should be drawing too. I don't know what Shabby's not. Why he's not drawing.
I'm coloring a page. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just show us, man. Let us see what you're doing. Alan's doing the elf too, but I have a feeling comedy is
Hey.
about to ensue.
Alan? No. Get
There-
out of here.
I feel there's a
I'm
little
playing it
shenanigans
today.
going on here.
Trying to set this up. Yeah, I've been typecast. Damn it.
You have, sir. You have. It looks fantastic, though. Really good stuff. Of course, I know Rosa's working on some stuff as well.
I'm
Okay, I'm
trying.
looking at Kima's. We're on the same page.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Although yours is whimsical and hers is, damn,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I mean, different styles,
Someone's
but
gonna
same line.
die. Someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very, very
Yeah.
different. But so far,
Very different.
there we go. There we go. Shabby is going to show us his work. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Yeah, your Damon is absolute beefcake. He has spoiler page. Did he do that sans weapon?
The what now?
Did he defeat the beastie without a weapon in his hand?
That'd be correct.
Damn.
But you'll
His
have to
bare
research
hands?
to know.
Oh,
His
that-
cocaine bare hands?
cocaine bare hands. So is he
you
a
know.
bit of an Ilya Muromets? Is that an inspiration for you?
He's more of a. Well, I think Pickles should probably speak to this more than me.
The what?
Me drawing it, but
I said, is he inspired by Ilya Muromets?
I don't even know who that is.
The chick from
I don't know
So may-
names.
So
Ed-
maybe.
Educate this Englishman.
I don't know either.
You don't know who Ilya How in the hell were you born in the Czech Republic? Or are you from Cyprus or something?
East Palestine, Ohio.
No,
Give him a break.
Czech
yeah,
Republic.
really. Ooh.
Wow. Ilya Muromets is the Slavic Hercules. He is a folk hero amongst the Slavic peoples. It's probably coming originally out of some of the Sami folk tales, but it has been embraced by the Slavic peoples, particularly those of Russia and Ukraine and and around. But Ilya Muromets is a very cool story. I suggest you go read up on it. It's a neat, much more detailed and much more human version of Hercules, really.
I mean, I know the Slovakian one, which would be Janoši. That's like might be a version of it, but yeah,
Well, is Janoši a god or a man?
he's a man.
Okay, well then maybe that's your pronunciation of it, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah. But it is a cool story because he reminds me of that, although he's not, he does have the Hercules hair color though. Well, anyway, I guess Pickles is the writer here. So Pickles, how did you envision and create Damon?
Visually, I didn't really create Damon.
Not
I
visually,
came
but
basically.
narratively.
I thought about, well, just by looking at, because Shabby already had him drawn out for a while, and I just sort of just kind of imagined like what would this kind of brutish looking guy act like. In previous incarnations, he was very talkative and stuff like that, but I didn't view him as like that.
Mhm.
So
More
I made
stoic.
him, more stoic. I had other characters do the talking.
Yep.
Other than him. So yeah, it's just kind of like how I envisioned him. He just wants to get down to business.
Fair enough. No, that's cool. That's cool. It's a smart way to do it too. Your story character have other people speak for him. That is the way you do that. The funny thing is a lot of people envision Conan as being that way, but clearly they've never read a Conan book because he doesn't shut the hell up.
Yeah, he's mad all the time.
He's always yapping. He's always chatting. Matter of fact, I think his verbal skills are his really strongest point. I mean, he became king for a reason, right?
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
He's very smart. He's very clever. But I mean, people don't have that image. It's because of Arnold. And the reason why Arnold played him that way is because his English sucks. And they're like, okay, Arnold, you just stand there and look pretty. Right? and that's why people think Conan.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
Get to the chopper.
Well, I mean, but it works though. I mean, Arnold is a great action hero. He works. You know,
Not a tumor.
It's not a
Naratuma.
tumor.
It was such a great idea to put him in that situation, though. It works out so good. And like Junior and that other, he's really great at comedy. Who knew?
Twins. Twins was my favorite.
Twins
I
was
am looking
great.
for Sarah Connor.
Well, it's kind of like that Chris Hemsworth effect, where they hired Chris Hemsworth to be the pretty boy, big muscly man, and then they're like, "Oh, wait a second, this guy's funny."
I
And then
think
everything he was in, he
Yeah.
was funny.
Yeah,
and then
like this
then
works
they
through
let
IRL as well, right?
but then they let David Cohen write and control the movies he was in, and David Cohen's not funny. I know he's Jewish, but it's just not funny. Oh, I'm sorry. He goes by his stage name of Tahikiti Wahihiti.
Taika Waititi.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, his name's David Cohen. Just so you know. That's
Is it really?
Yeah, that's not his real name. Yeah, he's just a Jew kid who's not funny. How sad. Your entire race is funny, and you aren't.
I
What
don't know,
happened?
man. Taika Waititi has some pretty funny movies.
No, he does. I know. I'm being sarcastic. But he he put way too much into those Thor movies. It's too much.
He was just the wrong director for it. That's all
He
it was.
was.
Like
Yeah,
he's
that's
just the
true.
wrong dude.
He's good
I don't
for
know,
those
man.
little things.
That's like the only reason. That's like the only Marvel movie I really like is Ragnarok.
No, I can't stand that.
Because
movie,
he did
dude.
it.
I cannot stand it.
I liked Ragnarok. I didn't like the other one.
I didn't
Love
see
and
that.
Thunder.
I stopped watching them after.
Yeah, I give it
Yeah,
up too.
I stopped watching them, so I didn't care. But
I'd
Love and
say
Thunder's horrid.
it's really bad. Yeah, I would say since he did What We Do in the Shadows, I think that was the name of it, which is spectacular, by the way, if you haven't seen it. But the best thing he's done since that was actually Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit is hilarious. But have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
That's an older one. No, I haven't seen
Right,
that one yet.
but that is a riot. That movie is so funny.
He does have that sense, but you have more problems. He just isn't the right guy for a big AAA piece. He's better in the little indie stuff, but he's also a pretty horrible human being, dude.
Is he?
Yeah, it turns out.
I don't know anything about him.
Hollywood, la 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 la, Hollywood.
Right. Well, I mean, because I figure it was because I said the same thing that you said. He just was the wrong choice for those movies. That's all I thought. But more and more information's coming out, and he's pretty horrible, dude. Yeah.
And now they're going to give him a Star Wars movie too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you gave him some little small indie, thing like the Cantina, stories from the Cantina, he'd probably kill it.
Yeah.
Oh,
if he did a Jar Jar movie, it'd probably work.
It probably would. Yeah.
Oh man, you're right. That would be so funny, wouldn't it? Oh man.
Let me go
Good
back to
idea.
showing the other people's art here. We're looking at what Shabby's doing for a while. It looks great, by the way. Let's go catch up on the other guys. So, yeah, okay. He's all right. Good. Wow.
Did we mention this was 56 pages?
No, you didn't. Let's take a diversion away from everything else we're talking about and talk about your comic. So I'll bring up the page while you do so. Go ahead and tell us about the details of Vestri 5, the finale.
Well, as I said, it's basically we wanted it to be, well, originally it was going to be 2 more issues. We were going to end at issue 6, but we wanted like a huge fight scene. So we just thought, let's just make a huge comic book issue so we can fit in all the fighting.
Oh, that's cool. Why not? So this is a bigger one, the finale, as it should be. That's cool. You did a giant size for it. That's nice. And I see with many of these tiers here, you can pick up everything from before. So I guess other than this one being bigger and the finale, where do you guys go from here then? I mean, we're finishing the Vestri story. So
it entirely depends on how successful this is.
Well, you
I don't think
have $1,225 and still 7 weeks to go. So it's not bad.
It's not
7
good enough
weeks
money for the art.
It's
Oh well, yeah.
it's great so far. But obviously Shabby, he wants to do more commissions and stuff like that. He wants to start earning some money. I've got my own things planned as well. But if this does well, then we'll obviously come back for it.
Well,
For a volume 2.
Well, I think it's great, and we've really enjoyed seeing the evolution of the skill going on here, and that's neat. And I think it's cool as hell. But probably what you need to do, Pickles, is kind of go to the back to the drawing board and kind of look into the concept of the. I don't know, Eric, help me out. What I want to, there's a word for it. I can't remember. It's an artist word, but it's the the sellable model.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
called
know.
ditties.
Yeah, well, that too.
Money shot.
No.
Yeah, the money shot.
No, it's it's a character that is broadly appealing, right? And marketability. Thank you, God. And it took a foreigner to help me out with that. That's not even right, dude.
Well, East LA is kind of foreign, but
It is.
okay.
It's very foreign. Yes.
Yes.
You know what I do plan on doing one day, though, Alan? I'm going to go and I'm going to get on a plane with my wife and I'm going to go spend like a month in Texas. And I'm going to go on a Texas food tour. I'm going to ride around. I'm going to eat tacos and barbecue. Mm-hmm.
And kolaches.
Well, whatever. Mexican
Why'd you feel
food
the need
and
to
barbecue.
tell Alan that you're going to eat tacos?
Because he's
yeah, Chester.
Because he's
come on.
Okay.
Okay, get back to what you were trying to tell Pickles. He should go back and watch.
Because he's LA American.
You get there's some books and stuff you can read. Pickles. He's an LA American, but there are some things you can read that will help you because it is a bit stifling on creativity, I guess. But that thing that finding that marketable idea, right, is really the key to making money, right? Like for instance, what was his name? We had him on here a few times, Eric. The guy who made White Widow. His producer and handler is Benny. I remember that, but I can't remember the kid's name. Great artist.
Yeah, he's from Canada, but he lives down here in St. Louis sometimes, and he's in the Illinois area here, Chicago, Illinois, and Missouri.
Well, anyway,
shoot.
That
I know
kid,
who he is. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. Great artist, just like you guys are. It's not he's not necessarily standing out amongst the really good artists, right? He's solid artist, really good, and he's got a good marketer on his side with Benny. It's interesting. I remember Benny because I spoke to him a lot more than I did the actual artist. But why
Benny
did
Powell?
yeah, the comic book publisher, right?
Okay.
But that book took off like freaking gangbusters, dude. They made hundreds and thousands of dollars on Kickstarter with that. Several Kickstarters. They made big money. It's not quite
Jamie Tyndall.
Jimmy Tyndall, thank you very much. There it is. Yeah, that kid. And he's a great artist. Good for him. But, what they found with that was, it's basically Spider-Man female version, basically. But they found this fun little idea for the story, and the character sells it like freaking. It's just unbelievable because it's a sexy girl in a Spider-Man, pseudo Spider-Man outfit. But it sells. It sells like mad. Now, is the story in that really, really well written? I read it. It was fine. It wasn't bad, but it was kind of like most of the stuff I read. It's fine, right? So it's not like you have to have a story to end the ages, right? But you need to find that marketable thing. Like I said, I like this. I think it's cool, but this is appealing to the D&D niche, right? The D&D nerds.
Well, the marketability aspect is basically having a female superhero.
It
because
is.
that's what everyone's familiar with.
Well, Batman sells like crazy. Superman sells
Yeah,
like
Batman
crazy.
sells like crazy.
Yeah.
But it's I do think female superheroes is a big thing on Kickstarter.
It is.
And
It's sure.
and stuff like
It's
that.
easy.
Isn't it
Fantasy,
still-
fantasy isn't.
Yeah, but you got an artist here
It's-
that can do it, dude. Shabby can do it. He's capable. Look at his females; they're awesome, dude. I'm just saying he's
Well, I do.
more than capable of doing it, and it's harder to make a male character hit, but when they hit. But I'm just saying, if it's money you're after, then you have to be marketable. Which means, like I said, this is very niche. D&D nerds like me, we love this shit, but we're not a big market. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know that.
I was going to say counterpoint. The big boys don't know what they're doing right now, and nothing's marketable for them. So it's easier said than done.
Oh, by
It's
the way,
hard to hit that audience.
All
You
they
gotta find that audience.
But
the big studios are deciding to shave the side of the head of a female, and they think that's cool. And it's like, nah, man, get out of here.
That's
and,
true.
and Alpha
That's a
Proto
problem.
Alpha Proto wants to know what part of Texas are you going to be visiting?
All of it.
Yay!
It's kind of a big state.
A third of the United States. Got it.
Yeah. No problem. But no,
No
seriously, man, do you guys realize? I mean, New York City is legendarily known as an amazing food city, and fair enough, it is. It really is. It's got every cuisine on the planet, and you can find really good versions of it because it's incredibly competitive. But Texas is no joke, dude. There is some really, really good food down there, dude. And I just feel that once in my life, Rosa, I need to do a taco run.
Well, you should. You should.
Oh,
all the
here we go again.
Dude, they have
yes.
fluffy, crispy tacos in Texas.
I'll
They
say
have
this
taco-
right now. Go ahead, Rosa. I'm sorry.
You have a deep fried taco. You need to come during State Fair of Texas. Fried everything.
Yeah,
It'll work.
I've studied this. I have a list of shops that I'm going to drive to.
Well, you definitely have to go to the Czech stop in West Texas, which is actually west, like is in the town west, and you have to go there because the kolaches, and there's kolache wars.
Oh, kolaches, yeah.
No, there's so much out there, and literally one of the things we did in Watcher of the Dam is we actually wrote it into the book. In fact, probably at the end of the series, I'm going to make a Watcher of the Dam cookbook.
Oh, you should.
That'd be cool.
I have a question for the Latinos and Texans in the chat and here in the panel. What is a taquito?
A taquito is really a Tex-Mex thing. It's actually it's more of a Tex-Mex. You got Mex-Mex, which is totally different. Mex-Mex that comes with a soft tortilla. Yeah, Alan, you've been you ever
Mex will probably give me diarrhea. So, what is a taquito?
A taquito is like
basically a fried taco.
It's
pretty much.
Oh, dude, why don't they just call it fried taco?
Because it's a taquito.
Because they use the word taquito.
All right, fine.
And it's rolled up.
Well, it sounds awesome to me. That sounds really good. I'm in for that. Alpha Proto has an opinion on my culinary journey, though. He says Texas is very big. It's the best of all the states because of its history. It's an important one, but I don't know if I give it that title. Texas used to be its own country. It had its own president. I know who Sam Houston is. I went to school. Texas is the only state that can fly its flag level with the U.S. flag. It also has its in its constitution. It can break up into 5 states if it wants. It should.
No. It also says that we can make our own country anytime we want to.
Yeah.
And that was put in the Constitution in 1878 after the war between the states, and it was ratified by the U.S. government. That means we can go back to being independent.
Well, and we all know because every 12, 15 years or so, you guys voted on it again. So we're all aware, right? And everything's bigger and better in Texas. Everything was invented in Texas, even though things that are obviously not invented in Texas. But it's okay. It's okay. I definitely want to do Texas run. I want to go down there and have me some manja.
You need that. You need some like menudo.
Dude, I think that's Jamaica you're talking about.
That part.
No, that would
I
be
was saying you're
ganja.
skipping over.
Ganja. Manja is
Oh,
Italian
yeah.
for to eat.
You're skipping what Texas does the best, and that's smokehouse stuff, man. You got to get some smoked meats.
I said barbecue, dude. I was very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
You
you
got to
some
go to Black's. You got to go to Randy's.
Yeah.
Salt Lick.
Cookies.
Yeah. Get me some hamburgers too. You guys got some killer hamburgers down in Texas. But there's a few states I'd like to go to just for the food. I of course lived in New York, so I know right well that. I've traveled in many of the southern states, and they got their little things. I do like the white chicken barbecue down in Alabama. It's weird, but it's actually pretty good. I know it's weird, but it's actually tasty. But I want to go to St. Louis. I definitely want to go
Cool.
there.
I can take you places.
Well, the food, it's a really good food city, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
So St. Louis ain't no joke, dude. We will avoid Chicago like the plague.
Yeah.
Chicago is a great food city too. Absolutely fantastic.
No, it is not. It is. I've been to Chicago. I've done many jazz concerts in Chicago. It sucks.
Not in the past, dude. I'm talking about like in the 40s and 50s. Literally, there were foods that you get in Chicago that you could.
I'm not that old, Rosa.
I know.
Yeah. No, I've been to Chicago many times. It's not a very good food city at all. And it's I don't know. I don't really. It's a beautiful city though, Chicago. The architecture is really great. You know.
There's speed holes everywhere for some reason.
I'll talk about the buildings. It is old classical Roman style construction. It's really nice.
Dude, I want to do the Undercity. That whole area that's down by the lake, where you can actually go under everything.
Yeah. Toronto has like that. Quebec has like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want.
Guys, come to Michigan and get some pasties.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
No.
And I heard if you go to Florida, the best buffet is at the booby trap, but you didn't hear it from me.
Okay. All right. Cool. I actually performed in Florida a bunch because it's on the circuit, Eastern Circuit, and I only made it all the way down to Miami a couple times, and there's certainly some good food, but it's not American though. It's all Cuban. The Cuban food is stellar, dude. It's really good, which is weird because they're like, they're poor, dirt poor people. How in the hell they come up with such badass food? I don't know, but they did. But Jacksonville, however, which is up in the north, it's not a bad food city. It's got some good.
The armpit of Florida.
But it's got some pretty good food though. Georgia's not so bad. Atlanta, right? It's not so bad. New Orleans has got some
Tampa's
good
got
food.
some good meth.
Yeah, that too. Of course, Philadelphia is a great
Nolans.
food city.
Yeah, Nolans.
Well, New Orleans. I lived in New Orleans a year. I was playing all the jazz clubs down there, jazz blues clubs. And the food's pretty good, dude. I don't mind it.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Yeah.
I actually have family that lives down there, so.
How about you British guys? Where's your famous food place? Where do you guys travel for really good food in Britain?
Greg's.
Ham.
Greg's.
I love it. Greg's. It tells me nothing, dude. Where is Greg's? When is Greg's? How is Greg's?
You don't.
No, Greg's is.
Don't.
Yeah, Greg's is like fast food pasties, right?
It is, yeah. If you want proper pasties, you go to Cornwall for good pasties and good seafood and stuff. Depends what you like, doesn't it? I like good seafood down in the coast. If you want good seafood, the coast, obviously. I can tell you some good places to go.
Manchester does some really good curries.
Huh? Fair enough.
I love.
You guys have
One of
Old
the best-
English clam chowder?
Well, there isn't such a thing. It's the Southern Rhode Islanders that kind of came up with it because they were dirt poor and like, what do we do with this milk and the seafood? Put it together.
Okay, chowder.
Yeah,
And it's delicious.
chowder. It is freaking delicious.
Chowder.
It's one of the few things we can lay claim to in Rhode Island. By the way, we have two.
So good.
It is so good. We have three. I'll give us three. Chowder is ours. Coffee ice cream is ours.
Really?
That sounds horrible.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It is
What do you
good.
call that clam that's like a big stuffed clam? You have a name
Quahog?
for it.
The quahog.
The quahog, yeah.
Yeah. Or cherry stones, or it depends on what you're making. But that's our thing. We made that thing, and I'm sure it came out of desperate poverty. And it
Well, it
was
is Rhode Island.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it depends. If you're talking about later years, like in the late 19th and early 20th century, Rhode Island was like the richest place in the country, right?
Now they're back to making the chowder because they're poor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The other thing, which is not our invention, though, it's certainly not our invention. It's German, to be sure. But our wieners are really good.
Sorry.
And we have a particular wiener, because if you want like a hot dog, the Rhode Island wiener dog is one of the best in the country, to be sure. But we have a special sausage can only be found in Rhode Island. It's called the soggy.
That's just
Yeah, no, it's you would love it, dude. It's fantastic. But we didn't create that. That's not an invention. That's just our take on it. So that doesn't count.
I gotta go
There's
find
a
these.
there's a city in Michigan called Frankenmuth, and I was actually there, I think, 2 weeks ago, where that's where a lot of German settlers went to go, live. And their big claim to fame is they have 2 hotels there that sell fried chicken, and it's like it's a whole family style chicken, and it's
Nice.
It's not bad, but that's that claim to fame.
Yeah, well, everyone wants
Wicked
their
wiener, bro.
dude.
They got those too.
Wieners are awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Another thing about Texas, they lay claim to everything, and they of course say that we've invented the hamburger, when everybody knows that the hamburger was created in Connecticut, which fuck them. But anyway, they were created in Connecticut, and long before Texas was even discovered by white man.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no,
What
Connecticut.
about Hamburg?
No, if you're talking about ground beef or Salisbury steak, fine, you can get it. I'm talking about 2 pieces of bread, pickles,
I
that
mean,
the hamburger.
even
It's Connecticut.
even before Hamburg, it was in Russia.
Well, see,
It
now
was
we're
like
getting into it. The Russians are the ones who truly invented everything. That is true. It is interesting how similar Russians and Texans are.
That is true.
Didn't they put a slab of beef between their saddle and the horse to tenderize it, and that's where it originated from?
I bet.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's something like that. Yeah. But still to this day, though, the largest variety of different kinds of hamburgers can be found in Connecticut. Yeah, the more you know. But Shabby, you're the. I'll ask the Australian, but he's just going to say Vegemite. So what's the point?
No.
Shabby, what is the food destination near you?
Near me. Okay. I'm a burger guy, so I like small places. There's either Blondie's, which is really tiny place, and they do this blue cheese burger with this blue sauce.
That sounds good.
That's quite delicious.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah.
Brown bun, big meat, like it a lot.
Back to the wiener conversation. So whereabouts is that?
That would be in Pilsen, just near a Black Tower. But
once again, we have no clue what you're talking about. I think there's only one city in the Czech Republic anyone knows, and it's called Prague.
Yeah. I'll give you a tip. If you ever visit Czech Republic, don't do big name things. You go to
Tourist trap.
You go to a pub, just genuine pub, and you do knedlové přezelo, which is your pork with dumplings, with Czech dumplings, and what's it called? It's pickled cabbage.
Ooh,
yeah,
that sounds really
Ooh.
good.
If you can, it's a pork shoulder, and with loads of fat, and you can't fuck this up. So if you get it at a small place, you'll have a delicious.
I actually love Slavic
perfect
food,
for
dude.
beer.
I really do love food from that area in the world. I really want to go to Moscow one day just for the food. I mean, there's some really good, and I know there's other places I should go to, but yeah, that sounds really, really good. Go ahead,
It's really
Amaran.
exciting.
What's good near you? Does it have a Kentucky or a chicken anywhere near it? I've insulted him. Did he leave? I guess he left.
He left like an hour ago.
Oh well, shit. That's
I heard Rasputin had a 12-inch wiener. If you like wieners.
well, that's true. He was well endowed, and I have absolutely triggered the chat. Sweet.
What did you do?
I spoke. I spoke
Spoke food.
non-magnanimously about Texas. Alpha Proto, not to dox myself, but I heard local Coyote Grill, the local Coyote Grill, which is famous, and Glen Rose is great barbecue. Yeah, that's on my list, dude. Local the local Coyote is amazing, actually.
Yeah.
It's on my, it literally is on my list. My heart belongs to Texas, Connie. Essery says. Yes, ma'am.
Yay!
Yes, ma'am.
Love you, Con.
Take
That's
that back.
lady.
I'm being yelled at. Okay.
I'm going back in April. I'm going for Fiesta Texas in San Antonio. Yeah.
Well, you're not that
Really?
far from Texas. I mean, you're over near in the California-Arizona border, aren't you?
I'm in LA, so I'm like 2
God
hours away.
Damn
Plane
it! I
ride.
keep forgetting you live in a post-apocalyptic world. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I live in RoboCop 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
How
Ask
come you're
lady
still
what-
there? How come you haven't got out, dude?
Family.
That makes sense.
I would have left a long time ago if it was not for family.
Family.
But the reason I'm going to Texas is for family because I got my Mexican side is actually in Texas. My Cuban side is actually here in LA. Funny enough.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's rough for you, dude. Which side of the family do you munch with? Wow.
They both get me very fat.
They're good, dude. Yeah, no, Mexican food kills, especially when the Mexicans met the Europeans and they started using all those European foods from Turkey and all that kind of stuff, and they put it together and made, upgraded their food. Oh my God, dude. And then, of course, the Cubans it's an absolute miracle. It's phenomenal. I don't know how. Because
Chester, are you hungry?
yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay.
It's memories from before Castro.
Making me damn hungry.
Maybe the
ask-
Cuban food
hey.
is, and I don't know, and I just don't mean just the Cubano. All Cuban food. I've eaten all kinds of Cuban food. It's badass. Dominican food's pretty good too.
It's basically Castilian
Yeah,
recipes.
that's fair. That's fair. But it's really good.
But then it gets mixed up with some Creole. Is what happens, and that's what It's like a mix of Castilian Creole.
There you go. Because Spain is nowhere near as good. I've been, and the only thing that's good there is paella. But if that's not true.
They're tapas.
That's Portugal, dude. You want to go to Portugal?
No,
for
well,
tapas.
they have tapas in Spain.
Yeah, but
they have tapa bars
the
in Spain.
Portuguese kill it though. The Portuguese absolutely kill it. But the
dude, it's appetizers.
Yeah, I know, but they kill it, dude. They really kill it because it's an industry there. It's a complete industry. But the paella.
We are Portugal. We created the appetizer.
Well, keep
Suck
in mind
it, the rest of the world.
Keep in mind that Portugal's capital was in Brazil for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with the paella, you wouldn't recognize it though. As an American, you wouldn't recognize what a paella actually is. And I suggest that you go have a real one in your life because it's so much different and it's so much better than what we sell as a paella.
I used to have to fly to Barcelona, and because one of the factories where I used to put stuff at was in there, and they had a weird thing. They would take and they cut a tomato in half, and they would squeeze out the seeds and that pulp, whatever it is, and they would spread it on toast.
It's good.
It might be good.
I hate tomatoes, so
yeah. Well,
no, like a little bit of cheese. Oh my God.
Yeah. Jeff, I'll be back.
Alrighty.
I feel this opportunity.
Yes.
See, now he's hungry. He's gonna get something to eat.
I'll do a bit of a cheeky Vestri promo, right?
Do it.
And I'll listen
Go
to
right
you
ahead.
real close because I'm gonna spit at you all the good things about this book. So this
Do
is
it.
the final issue, so you can get all of the previous issues as well. And that's over 150 pages of story. Guess what?
Holy.
You get an Ashcan extra. That's 10 pages, just standalone story. And guess what? We actually have a stretch goal. And if we reach that one, you'll get a second Ashcan, completely new story. Pickles has already wrote the script, and it's just for me to draw it, right? So that's what you're getting with this book. 56 pages, awesome project, right?
Yep.
Now, if you look, I'm gonna spoil you issue 4 a bit, just to get you a little bit hooked, right? So this is the final page of issue 4. I'm gonna show it to you all. Hopefully, can you like put me up on the screen if that's possible?
I can't. That's the thing.
You have to wait for.
Well, never mind then.
Let's wait. Let's wait till Chester comes back.
It's a story about a dude who goes to a castle. The castle is mysterious. He finds a mysterious crystal which houses an elven entity, a forgotten princess from age way beyond. What happens then is she fuses with the holder of the crystal. They go on an adventure together. They're being hunted by her father, Arius, who's this evil elven king. Many of you are drawing him now. Looks stellar, by the way. Guess what? This is the last page of issue 4. Damon's being stabbed right through the chest. Swing! You know, his
swing.
Stabby.
Don't ruin it for me, Eric. Okay. I tried sound effect. It didn't work. Okay. He got what he wanted all along, right? He reclaimed his daughter and the crystal, and together with that, he can open up a divide between worlds and bring chaos into this one. So, issue 5, that's critical, because it's a fight against not only time, but absolute immeasurable odds. Because Damon now being stabbed, he has very little time to get his elven friend back, because she's the only one that can clear the wound, right? So not only he has to save himself, but he has to save the world. So you all should really check out Vestri 5. And that's it. That's my
I'm doing it right now. It's on Kickstarter, right?
It's on Kickstarter. The link is in the chat.
And we have absolutely amazing covers by Matt Weldon. So you should look at those as well. We have chrome, and we have some keychains. If you like a genuine leather keychain, like
and crafted by Shabby.
Crafted by me. We do have
a
staple. You can
fine Corinthian leather.
Yeah, it's really good.
We have gone all out on this one.
If you feel like you really like my art, you can. There's like a commission tier, so you'll get a sketch card, and you'll be later asked what you want, and I'll just do one specifically for you. Whatever you want.
You can ask for if you want something from the comic or something
anything
that
else
you
as
want.
well.
Basically.
It doesn't really matter.
We've done the art cards before. We've done it with Vestri issue 1, and we did it with Obsidian.
And if you even remotely liked this story, from what you've heard, or if you read it, we need to make this issue count, because we've been basically losing money on each campaign. So we really want to continue with the story. So if you want to see Arc 2, please help us spread it around, share, because word of mouth with these campaigns is critical. So just recommend it to friends. If you want to see more, help us out, and we'll be eternally grateful.
Me and Shabby have had conversations about what we want from Volume 2 as well, so the plans are there. So as soon as we get some good numbers, we can get back right into doing it. We certainly don't want to give up on. We don't want to stop doing Vestri.
Show us fantasy isn't dead.
Well, you're like what is it? You're almost about like $275 away. Yeah, and you got 21 days to go, so that's not you got quite.
They want to do better than that. They want to.
Well, I know, but that's a minimum.
Yeah. They need probably.
Oh yeah, you'll make it for sure.
5,000-6,000 to see some money, because after we do all the production, there's not a lot left over. Unlike when I do mine, I print extra books and I sell my extra books at shows.
Yeah,
So that's where I get my extra money. That's where most of my profit comes from. Was from the shows. They need to get about 6,000 be great for them.
Well, we've personally never passed 2,000.
I know. Believe me,
really?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Issue 1 would have probably sold, got a lot of money because we got over, we got 150 backers in that one, but we sold it really cheap.
You know what?
Really cheap.
Yeah.
I'm being really sad because issue 1 sold. That was the only issue that sold over 100 copies. And I felt like my art really leveled up, but less and less people buy it. So that makes me real sad, dude.
No.
Yeah, but that's not uncommon though. That
No, it's not uncommon.
They start with one, and then as the series progresses, it tends to level off unless you do a lot of, promotion, and promotion's expensive.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing, found out that a lot of people will buy it after the series is finished. Your hardcore people will buy it one right after the other, but for a lot of us, especially on the literature side, it's like you have to finish the series first before people really start picking it up. So if
issue 5 is for you.
Rosa, that's why you have to be in a part of the publishing industry that is mandatory for people to buy your book. That's why I work in the education area.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
and
all
buy
those
it for exorbitant amounts of money.
That's why all those college kids have no choice. They have to buy. That's how you do it, Rosa. Sell to the students because they have no damn choice.
They have no choice.
They could threaten with violence.
They could, but I live in another country, so have at it.
Yeah,
Come on, people. Let us raise enough money so I can buy a plane ticket.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Violence shall be brought to you, sir.
I'd really like to buy a steak.
A steak would be nice. Yes, I have one sitting in the fridge right now, aging.
Wow.
I have a special little aging fridge, Rosa.
Oh dear God, you're
just,
so spoiled.
Yeah, really?
It's just for my charcuterie and my beef.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That sounds cool.
It's awesome. What are you talking about? And right next to it is a little cheese aging thing. But I suck at making cheese, though. I don't know why. I think it's the milk.
You just put the vinegar in there and go for it. Just make your nice soft cheese and be done.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I'm good at the charcuterie, though. That comes out really well.
Really?
What's charcuterie?
Charcuterie, sausage making.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
And you cut it up and make it look pretty.
Back to the wieners.
Back to the wieners, baby. I'm sorry, you were Pickles was talking about having a steak. So
yes,
why don't you just go get a steak?
Needs to make money on the campaign ticket.
Oh, is it? Wow, is it that tight?
I just gave you the money.
Oh, thank you.
Are lovely. Thank you. We got one more backer, you guys.
Well, Pickles, what is your day job, by the way?
I'm in education.
Oh, welcome. We're in the same field. How about you, Shabby? What is it you do for a day job?
Oh, I just moved, so I'm sort of in between and just focusing on drawing now.
Well, yeah, but what's your skill base is what I mean.
I have studied electrical engineering.
Oh, nice.
Got bored of it. Wanted to do something else.
Yeah, but that is always there, dude. That is nice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, everyone needs
you're an electrical engineer?
Everyone needs
Forget
it.
the drawing. Go do that.
I was thinking of being an electrician for sure.
I hate it.
Well, the thing is,
worked as a landscaper rather than that.
Well, the thing is that a lot of electrical engineering nowadays is basically you sitting down and wiring up a microprocessor on a board. That's what it
Oh,
comes down
fair,
to.
fair.
Either
It's
that or it's like being a technician, right? So you're always on the road, just driving about.
yeah,
Then
that makes sense.
takes a
Yeah.
bit.
Well, it's weird, Chubby. Both my kids ended up being chemists in different, very, very different ways. My daughter is a pharmaceutical chemist, and my son is an air conditioning chemist.
Oh, he's doing all the Freon and stuff.
Yeah, well, they're coming up. Well, he can't talk about it, but they have some new technology the Japanese are working on. Watch out. So, but it's weird. Both my kids
Metal
became
Gear
chemists.
Solid.
I did not expect that to happen. I didn't envision that, of all things. Because my son didn't go to school for engineering, and I thought, oh, maybe electronics like you, or maybe robotics. Oh, that would have been cool. Or aeronautics or something. But no, air conditioning chemistry.
Aeronautics?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
aeronautics.
I think
Yeah,
it's
those are
just
good ones.
it's just chemistry. Yeah. Which, I didn't even think, it shows how dumb I am. I didn't even think to realize that, oh yeah, there is chemistry in an air conditioning unit, isn't there? I totally missed that. It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
The criminal element of my family all did Freon, so that explains a lot.
Oh, fair. Fair.
Oh, are you serious? Where at?
Texas.
Were they smuggling it in?
They were, I don't know. No, they're like going to their neighbors and stealing the Freon from their air conditioners. And
Oh,
Yes.
well, there you go.
Oh, see, we had well, okay, this can legally talk about this. Okay, so I knew a company that didn't know they were buying recycled refrigerant from Mexico, being smuggled up through Texas and selling it as virgin refrigerant.
Wow.
Nice.
They got caught and fined a few $1 million by the EPA.
They are called entrepreneurs, Eric.
Cycling.
There was prison time and all kinds of stuff associated with it.
Jesus. Wow. Well, like I said, I don't really know what he's working on, but they were, granting the university to do so. But the Japanese are working on a completely new chemistry for air conditioning that is not Freon based.
Oh, that'd be well. A lot of the Freons are getting phased out.
Yeah, maybe that's probably why they're doing it. But and my son said that they've actually made quite a bit of progress.
This will be exciting to watch because it's always fun when you find something totally new and off the chart.
Yeah, no, it is cool. It is cool.
And you told him you were proud of him and everything?
I did. But my daughter does a lot of stuff with licensing and stuff with Pfizer, and I just didn't have the heart to tell her.
Oh.
This is
so.
Oh, Chester's getting.
This is the origin
Pfizer
story
products.
on how your kid becomes Japanese Spider-Man.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I didn't expect. I knew my son would go into some kind of engineering, and he is a chemical engineer. I knew he would because he's been focused on it since he was like freaking 8, right? But my daughter, I didn't expect to go that way. I figured she'd end up doing something else. And to be fair, she's not in the lab much right now. She's mainly in the licensing department, which is law, really. So I don't know how that happened, but whatever. So but she might move back, or I don't know what'll end up happening. But I just didn't expect my kids to go that direction. Is all.
Well, because you're like the liberal arts side of everything.
Oh, how much us historians hate being put into the art department? Do you realize? We are scientists.
What's wrong with the art department?
And we want to be respected as such.
We are scientists. But no, I have a Bachelor of Arts, multiple of them.
Yes, you do.
Frankenstein.
That's great.
It's true, though. I mean, most of us are like, what the hell? We're all, especially, if you're just a historian, that's fine. But anthropologists, do you know how much science is in that?
Yeah, it is. You're literally digging stuff up.
Yeah, I literally get asked to write chapters and various papers on, various anthrogenetic things. That is extremely science based. But
Yes,
I'm not a scientist. I'm a liberal art major.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Damn liberals.
Thank you for kicking me in my nards, Rosa.
You should love it. Actually, my family was all scientists, and my family, my parents were scientists. My mother was a physicist. My father was an engineer, and our family has gone in the opposite direction, where everybody else now is ragging on the liberal arts, and because we're a family that does private investigation, all of our stuff is like psychology and stuff like that. So
I get it. So it's inbred into you to be hateful against us liberal artists. I get it. I
Hey,
get
she's
it.
from Texas.
And she's from Texas. God damn it.
Inbred is Alabama thing.
That's fair. Mississippi. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, they are close though.
Yes.
So anyway.
Gotta shout out Blue Moon on Twitter.
Oh, Blue Moon's awesome, man.
Woo!
Wait until
No way.
Oh my
We're
God.
going to look at it for the draw along stuff. Once again, of course, you guys know we do this, but just to announce it, definitely go over to our Discord if you're not a member. Jeff has certainly dropped that link, I think. If not, he will. And join our Discord and just go ahead and drop your draw along into the draw along category on the server. Or you can go over to Twitter at hashtag DNQFE. Once again, hashtag DNQFE, and drop it in there, and we'll take a look at it at the end of the show, which is coming up soon. And do appreciate you, Jeff, and all the stuff you're doing. I know he's got that straw poll ready. And keep in mind, as here, they get 2 hours, and they can do whatever they want. We don't have restrictions here, a PG-13 plus show. And then we'll let you guys vote on it, and the winner will go over and get to meet Mike S. Miller.
Cool.
Which is awesome.
That's why Amaran left. He was sick of going over to see Mike.
Probably.
Every time.
Who hasn't been on this show yet?
That's too bad, guys. I kept egging him on. I wanted to get a retort, shut up, Chester, or some spicy retort from him. I wasn't getting any, so I kept pushing.
I mean, he's just like me. He's just had a bit fed up of doing stuff for a while. I took a month out of drawing, didn't I, as well?
Oh, that's fine. I just didn't know he wasn't here.
I think he's just taking a break.
No,
he was for a minute. I didn't notice. well, he's probably listening.
Maybe.
What? Yeah. I'm back.
Maybe he's filming more Minty videos.
Ooh. Minty. I don't get it. Explain.
Oh, it's a video blogger guy. Just ragging on him because he's Australian.
Oh, Minty, the movie reviewer. Oh, my wife love that guy. He is the perfect image of autism. It is just a window view into autism. It's awesome. I love Minty.
Before I knew what was it? I can't. He's been gone for so long. I forgot his name. Booster. Before Booster left, I thought that's what he looked like. I thought Booster looked like Minty.
He does look like Minty. Yeah, he does. They're very similar looking. Yeah, you're right. Booster doesn't want you to know, but he is a balding ginger. Yeah, don't tell anyone. But no, Booster looks a lot like Minty. Shockingly so. Yeah.
Oh, get out of here.
No, he does. Yeah. But although Booster is much more higher functioning than Minty is, right? But I love him though. Minty's awesome. If you haven't seen Minty's, what does he call it? Minty something reviews.
Minty's comedic arts.
Minty's
he's hilarious.
Yeah, go check him out, dude. He is wonderful.
Yeah, I remember seeing a few of his stuff.
Yeah, no. Like I said, he's super autistic, but that's in a good way, in a loving way. And he does his work though. No, he does his research, right?
Yeah.
He every time I watch one of his movie things, he always comes up with something I had not heard before. So, he does his work. And he's lovable though. I think that's the thing about Minty. He's lovable. He's endearing. And he's completely oblivious that he is, but he is.
His last video, he did something I've never seen anyone do. He reviewed a Jerry Springer episode and got one of the guests to review it with him.
Yeah, no.
Minty's
cool, dude. He does his work. Yeah. So, There's the most famous Australian ever. There you go.
Mel
What
Gibson,
about
who?
the
Well,
what about that
technically he's
crocodile
born in
guy?
Long Island.
Yeah.
You
I'm just
know.
playing.
Crocodile Dundee.
So what Australians other than Crocodile Dundee, who is freaking epic? I mean, who else do we have though?
Kylie
You got
Minogue.
Hugh Jackman and Kylie Minogue. And
Oh, is Hugh from Australia? Is he
Oh,
actually
yeah.
from Australia? Okay.
the Hemsworths brothers.
Are they from Australia? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you
Captain
guys
Kangaroo.
claim Gerard Butler, but he's not. No, not Gerard Butler. He's in Scotland. Russell Crowe, but
He's in Kiwi.
he's a Kiwi.
Yeah, Russell
Steve
Crowe's the
Irwin.
emo Kiwi.
It's too soon, Eric.
He's been dead for like 5 years.
And his daughter's going to follow him very shortly. Have you seen what she's doing? Crazy kid.
And with snakes, that's when she
Wacky
got pregnant.
kids.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that was unfortunate. But yeah, I guess there are a few famous. Isn't there like didn't Tom Cruise marry an Australian?
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I first saw her in a BMX movie. She was
Yeah,
hot.
I remember that. BMX Bandits.
Oh my
Yeah, she
god, I
was
remember that
hot,
movie.
dude.
Holy crap.
She was every little junior
Yeah,
high
it's
school's
awesome.
dream. Yeah. She's become bitter. A little bit. A little bitter.
It's once
Yeah.
you drink enough baby blood, it gets to you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What
Although
was
the divorce from Tom Cruise had something to do with the Scientology Catholicism thing.
it probably did. He was a little out of sorts, and I think he's gotten better. But I think the thing that was frustrating Tom because he wanted kids, and she wouldn't give him a kid, right? And he went immediately out and found someone else and made kids like instantly.
Ironic, her name's Kidman.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she went and made kids instantly too with her new beau. So, but I know that was a major frustration for Tom, though. He
Yeah, Keith Urban. There's another famous country or famous Australian, and he's a country singer.
Yeah, all right, fair. I never heard his music, but okay.
It's pretty good.
I heard a country song the other day because Michael Knowles was talking about it, and it's I don't know who the artist is, but it's a song about a guy who he's driving at night and he runs into a girl on the road, has been beaten, and he ends up killing her husband, and he goes to jail for it. That's the story.
A
However,
happy song.
no, it's not. But I have to tell you, he's using whoever wrote that. They're using a very old English limerick tune, is what the actual melody is. But the writing, the lyrics in that, spectacular, dude. You don't see that kind of lyricism much anymore. It's really, really well written. I don't know what
look at
song
that.
it is. Huh?
The Taylor Swift.
No, it's a dude, and he looks like an actual country dude. I don't know if he is though. This day, because the pop stars have infiltrated country music. But it's a great song though, really well written. And no country fans here. Oh well.
Yeah, I know that one. It goes, I just met you, and this is crazy. Yeah, that
No,
one.
not that one. No, not that one. That's a great one. No. Yeah, that's a
Here's
good
my
one.
number. Call me maybe.
What was that one
that
about
one?
Friday? That was spectacular, mega hit. Shit. No, seriously, I was impressed by the lyricism, particularly. It was really, really well written. It's a lost art, dude.
Balladry is actually a much make a hook and make a hit song. You have to tell a story.
Yeah, well, these days it's all about the hook, though.
Yeah, you're just gonna run a hook. That's all.
Yeah, and some people are really good at it, and then they sell them to these people they think are pretty enough to sell it, and there it goes. Like, who is that? I think she's Australian or New Zealand girl. I think her name is Lord.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, she's
Yep.
had a couple of hits there, and that
Yeah,
one hit,
Lords.
Lord or whatever her name was, but she had a one hit there was really big, but she never wrote a thing in her life. It's all created for her. They found her and they thought she looked good.
Randy Marsh, you mean?
Probably, I don't know. I forget the name of the first people offhand, but they write hits, man. They just pump them out because they're all the great hooks. I see we got Crypto Comics in here. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Where have you been, Crypto? Or by your other title, Testosterone Overlord. You should come in and talk wrestling, dude. He's got a really good wrestling channel,
Ooh.
Wrestling?
It's not wrestling, it's wrestling.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's very
Wrestling,
very well
brother.
educated. He's very educated on the topic. Kima's going into her final little details here. It's unbelievable. There's another
Yeah.
scratchy that turns out good. Don't know how, but it does. Her and Eric.
You
Scritchy,
bow to the
scratchy.
scritchy scratchy.
Hey, dude, it works, man. Because in the end, I mean, look what you're doing. That's great, dude. This right here you could easily see in a D&D book. Like I said, that's a drow cover for me, from Kima. Just because there's no color on it yet. But yeah, like some drow wizard who is rebelling against the matriarchy. If you know anything about drow, so
Mm.
it's really cool. And of course, Alan's doing something too.
I do things.
You do
I do
things.
things.
I love the whimsy of it, though. It is so cool. I'm assuming this guy is controlling the dragon.
I
This
can only
wizard.
assume.
Yeah.
He's
Basically, the dragon is not a proper one. He's kind of like melted from a bunch of minions.
if you've
Oh.
read issue 3, the Elven King uses abyss magic to create a character called the Shadow Crusader. And he
I
uses
do
that
have
sort
the
of
page.
magic. He just used that magic to create this this abyss dragon, basically.
So is he a summoner or a flesh crafter?
He's a bit he's more of
I'm a summoner. He has like smoke
yeah,
powers and stuff.
summoner.
Like a shadow summoner. Oh, okay, cool.
I'd say transmutation, maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so that would be more in the flesh crafting side. It looks great though, it just this Al Pacino just keeps coming in my head. Say hello to my little
Ooh-ah.
dragon. I didn't do a good Mexican.
Ooh-ah.
Anybody here can do a
That's-
good Mexican? Anybody? Or he's Cuban technically. Can anyone do a good Cuban?
Say
Anybody?
hello to my little dragon.
No, that was Antonio Banderas. It's Spanish. It doesn't count. It's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine Cuban. Oh.
Wow.
Nah, no, that's not Alan. That's
Wow.
not correct. That's not correct, Alan.
It's not
No.
correct, Alan. It's not.
Heritage denied.
You're just making a
Yeah.
fool of
Oye,
yourself.
hacer-
Please
Yeah.
stop.
Just
Ese
stop it.
dragón está más grande que pinga, coño.
Okay.
Oh!
That's better. Thank you. You have you guys see how hard they've cucked out Antonio Banderas lately? My God,
What?
dude. I know it's sad. It's sad. Don't watch any of his recent stuff. Stay away from it. It'll depress you. Just keep the vision of the desperado. Just keep
I heard
just
Puss in
just
Boots
keep
was
thinking.
good.
Ooh,
I haven't seen
Desperado.
it, but I heard it's good.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about some of the dramas they put him in. They've completely emasculated the guy.
Aw.
Come on, he's a sex symbol, dude. What are you doing? Knock it off.
Was Antonio Banderas in an interview with the vampire
Yes.
He was. Yes, he was.
as the sex lord vampire?
I was
Yeah,
about to say he plays the gayest vampire on there.
yeah. I mean,
Probably
but
his most notable role, Spike.
but
his
it's
father.
still a dominant sexual role, though, right? And Antonio, because sex symbols are actually very rare if you think about it, right? Most sex symbols are actually male, not female. But which makes sense. But he's rare. I mean, he's an actual sex symbol. Name one modern actor today, young actor, who's a sex symbol. Name one.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe.
Jinx, show me a Coke.
Chris Hemsworth is in his 40s.
Is he though?
technically.
I mean,
Because he's
I'm
kind
not
of
an
the
actor per
jokey
se.
guy.
You could say Henry Cavill.
Henry, I would agree. Henry, I'd agree with. Chris Hemsworth, I don't agree. But Henry is definitely a sex symbol. But
I mean, I never looked at another man.
well, I'm just saying, women make
Ryan
that
Gosling.
decision. So, Rosa,
I mean,
who is the modern sex symbol, please?
Henry Cavill, because
Henry,
he's got
there
a
we
heart.
go.
I
Because
would,
he's
I
got
would
a
say that.
heart on. Oh, sweet.
No, a heart.
I think a lot of them have a heart on, Rosa. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
Dude.
He's got a heart.
Oh, he has a heart. He's heartfelt. He's sympathetic.
Yeah.
He's
and
compassionate.
he's a gamer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little
7
bit
inches.
different than having a heart on. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
a little. Yeah, slightly. Although he did have an embarrassing moment, he talked about in an interview where he did get a heart on. So we know he's had one, at least one. We know.
Never heard that.
Yeah.
Was that when he was fighting Batman?
No, he was doing a scene with a girl, and he said he didn't get himself in the right position, and she was, doing her job, which was they were supposed to be in a kind of a sex scene, and she was just going at it, doing her thing, and he just was in the wrong position. He couldn't control it, and he just got stiff as a board. He was just explaining it as an embarrassing moment he had on screen while filming.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, oh
It
well,
happens.
it happens. That's why they tape him down, dude.
Could be
I
the new
used to
James Bond already.
Duct tape.
Ooh, no, God, no, stop it. All dragons are my avatar, says Ethereal Dragon. Huh, I wouldn't have guessed. I'm a rare and valuable something, John Diller's about to say. But go ahead, John. Pipe in there on Henry Cavill's heart on there. Go ahead. Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, Henry seems to be a
Please
nice
no.
guy. Please
Please,
do.
no.
Please do. But Henry seems to be a nice fella. He seems to be, as you British say, a lad. What is
He's a gamer.
what is the British opinion of Henry? Is he English? I think he's English.
So he's sort of English.
Yeah, well, tell us
he was born on an island, really.
Is he from Man?
No, I can't remember what
He is
island
Man
it
from U.N.C.L.E.
is.
I mean,
He did.
he'd have to be from a
Um,
man.
We do consider him English. He is a national treasure now. So
Well, he seems like a nice fella, right? I mean, he just seems like a bloke. I don't know if you guys use that word anymore, but he just seems normal.
we say it seems
This
like a
can't be
man's
right.
man.
Huh?
According to Wikipedia, the Channel Islands.
Oh, okay.
Family in St. Helier, Jersey.
Hmm.
I was like looking at Jersey. I'm going, well, this can't be right. But it says Channel Islands.
Wait a second.
Well, you do
he's a
realize
muscle big gorilla.
it's called New Jersey, in America. And
Well,
new,
I mean,
new specifies old exists.
My name's Henry Cavill. I'm from Jersey.
Like New Haven, New Hope, New York.
Hey, man, I was Superman.
Mhm.
I was Superman before there was a Superman. Before Jennifer Lawrence
Mhm.
became Superman,
Bang.
I was Superman.
I can't
was
wait
that
till
any
we
good?
get. I can't wait till we Rosa until we get New Boston. That's what I want.
We have a New Boston. It's here in Texas.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yes, it is.
Texas stealing.
They have
everything
wicked
again.
chowder.
Do you got New
Chow, yeah.
Narragansett too? I bet
Chow,
you do.
yeah. Except
Alice,
it's filled with beef.
Yeah.
yes, beef. All the beef in the world.
I love the fact that only one person here actually knows what Narragansett is.
I
Mhm.
know Narragansett in Rhode Island.
Wait a second. This can't be clam chowder. It's got beef in it. Yeah, well, we all
Adaptation.
our cows.
Some with
They all drink water. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
With the bull testicles.
Oh God.
Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
No, sorry.
Texas
I forgot
clam
an
chowder.
adjective.
And actually, I think those are goat testicles. I could be wrong on that
Yeah,
one.
but well, one
They're
testicle, another. Who cares, right? Amongst friends,
That's-
anyway.
Give us a time check, Chester.
Yes, sir. You have precisely 8 minutes.
Oh, holy cow! I'm not anywhere near done.
Well,
What a-
crap! I should draw faster.
What about
No.
Idris Elba? Ethriel says. He's a great actor. I do
Oh, he-
enjoy
he,
seeing him on
uh,
film. Is he a sex symbol, though? I don't
I
know
would
about
not.
that.
I would not call him.
Oh,
a sex
yes,
symbol.
he
I know
is.
I like how
Uh,
seriously you were.
I
Oh
know.
yes,
Yes,
he
how
is.
dare you? How dare you talk about my
I was
Idris?
I was just gonna say how sexy he was, but Jeff just outdid
Yes,
Well,
me.
there's
I
plenty
guess
of
he was
people that are
as
sexy,
sexy
but
as
that's not
Nichols.
a sex symbol, though. They do not equate. It is quite rare to find someone who fits that niche
Well-
and sticks in it.
Idris doesn't really whip his shirt off as much as Henry Cavill, so
Fair,
fair. It is what it is.
Mike
I
Myers.
don't
but Mike Myers, right?
No.
It's about freedom, baby. Yeah.
It is. But the thing with Idris, he's much more male looking. He's very manly looking, and those guys aren't sex symbols. The pretty boys are the ones that become, Brad Pitt, Henry Cavill. They're pretty. You got to be pretty to be a sex symbol. I once again,
Oh, I would
we
think
men are not
I
the
would think
arbiter.
I would think it would depend on the culture.
Yeah, we're not. Well, who cares about other cultures? I'm an American. What are you talking about?
Well,
The
What
British
are you
barely
talking about?
qualify.
I mean, you are talking about cultures, but you are talking about British people as sex symbols. So,
What about what's his face? What about the Egerton kid?
No, God,
Oh,
he's so
Egerton.
dumb looking. He's such a dumb kid. He was the worst thing in that movie. My God. Oh, no. Colin Farrell. Is that his name? No, that's not his name.
He's Irish, right?
Colin Firth.
Yeah,
Oh.
Colin Farrell's.
Colin Farrell is badass too, but I'm talking about Colin Firth. He's pretty awesome.
Wait a
too.
minute. I know
What movie was
God
he in?
Dang it.
Yeah, I understand that it's an oxymoron. Pickles. I get it.
Twilight.
Who? Robert
was it?
Pattinson.
Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson.
Yeah, Patterson.
Pattinson.
Girls cream themselves for that kid.
Patterson.
Which I never got because he's so gray.
No, I think he looks like a pile of shit, but
yeah, he's
there you
sickly
go.
looking. Yeah. But
But
dude,
to some people, pile of shit is sexy.
I guess.
Yeah.
But he which I don't condone this, but somehow that kid scored the new girl who plays Catwoman, who I believe is married, which is doubly not good. But scored her on set on the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
I
That
could see to
sickly
get more
looking boring
chemistry.
kid. How did he do that, dude? Because she's a hottie. That girl's smoking, dude.
Zoe Kravitz. Yeah.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Of course, her
Lisa
daddy was
Bonet's
smoking
daughter.
too. Well, her daddy is pretty. I'd
And
say.
her
Yeah.
mom.
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, her,
Her mom.
both of her
is-
parents were sex symbols.
It's true. No, they were, and her mom is like a very unique beauty. I mean, finding people who are truly gorgeous is quite rare. Lenny is a beautiful man, but Lisa Bonet, damn, dude. Although I will put something to the world, and you yell at me as you like. But there's a little news lady who has been fired, but she seems to have landed on her feet somehow or another. Her name is Megan
Connie
Kelly.
Chang.
Megan
Oh, yeah.
Kelly. Can you name a woman more absolutely just stunningly gorgeous as that woman? And keep in mind, she's my age, and still, wow.
I think the Sophie actually kicked it. I think Sophia Loren is the ultimate.
Yeah, we're going back. I'm talking about still alive,
You have to.
But Megan Kelly, it doesn't matter whether you like her or not. But I'm
Oh.
just like, damn,
Girl,
dude,
Loren
that
won't say
lady.
no now.
What?
Nothing.
Ethereal Dragon piped in with Jason Momoa.
I
there
don't
you
think
go.
he's a sex symbol though. I mean, he's a good-looking dude. He's healthy. He's been around a while. He's buffed out, but he's not a sex symbol. He's too much
Big
of
and
a
he's
goof.
got ripped abs. And wealthy.
He's an absolute goof,
But
just like
yeah,
Chris
not-
Hemsworth. You can't be a sex symbol and be a goof.
I don't think he's a goof.
He's an absolute goof. If you've ever seen him in interviews or when he's doing his activism in Hawaii, he's an absolute goof, dude.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it depends.
I like Chris Pratt.
Chris is a more normal dude, and he's pretty too. I don't know. Would he be? I don't know. It's
I wouldn't call
difficult.
him a sex symbol, but
Really, we're all asking the wrong person. Really,
Yeah.
Shabby.
Shabby,
Decide who is the sex symbol.
That's really hard. I mean,
When you see him,
Henry Cavill's good, but Chris
Yeah.
Pratt does have a little bit of that, wrinkle in his eye.
He does. It's
Probably.
true.
I
Probably one of
I
those
can. Well, I wouldn't say Chris Pratt because of Park and Recreation.
Yeah, it's too much of a goof. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't be a goof, dude. You got to be straight edged and you got to be cool, pretty. It's hard. I don't know.
You know,
I
who
think
gets a lot of
everybody's
love?
just, I think everybody's just avoiding it because he's so controversial. But Andy Dick, I mean, come on.
Oh wow.
Come on.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
That's a sharp
How-
dresser, dude. Super sharp.
How
Super
about
sharp.
someone definitely out of nowhere, Someone controversial maybe. Booster Kiwi, sex symbol.
No, God,
Yeah.
dude.
He's a handsome man.
Wow.
Why are you
You're-
promoting bowling balls? What are you doing?
If you're
That is-
choosing,
He's beautiful.
I
He's
mean,
so
I wanna hug someone,
Oh, fair. I get you. He is kind of soft and so he's got some squish to him and he's small and yeah. I get that. Makes sense.
and,
Jason
he'd like scratch my back,
Yeah.
tell me stories.
I'm 100% understanding, dude. Very understanding. And he has that little squeal laugh he does. You'd like that. I know you would.
We'd have fun together.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Shabby would throw him around.
I hope he's listening.
I think you're beautiful, Boost.
Oh, we're just playing. Of course, we love Booster, dude. But
Yeah.
he's great fun. Haven't seen him in a very long time. He's doing his own thing. Maybe he'll come back over one day. But I think he's mad at me about something I never understood.
Is it time yet?
I think it is.
Yes.
You can kazoo anytime you like, Lord Kazoo.
Lord Kazoo.
Ooh.
Headphone warning.
Lord Kazoo.
Sorry.
I need,
headphone
like,
warning.
And
Ow.
like,
Ow. Okay, but Eric is doing his. You are amazing, Eric. You got that in the last second. You're a badass there. Plus 10 points to Eric.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the art we got here today. Then, of course, Jeff will drop his straw poll. And nice to have him back because I'm sure his is way better than mine. And then we'll take a look at the draw along stuff, and then we'll end the show by seeing what everybody's doing, but also talking to these guys and giving the last opportunity for elevator pitch for Vestri 5, the finale. So all right, let's go over here. We're going to start with Andrew, and Andrew has done. What's the pink elf girl, energy elf girl's name again? I forget.
L.
L. I remember Damon. I remember that. L. She is certainly smoking. And Andrew, yeah, good job, dude. You were struggling on
yeah.
how to do the aura. I like.
Yeah.
I like.
I was
your
playing
choice.
with it a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
It
that
needed
expression.
something else. It needed some sort of flair, and so I wasn't gonna leave it alone.
Mhm. The expression on it is really good. I like that.
Thank you.
She's being shy, girl. Oh. You know that.
I mean,
that thing.
she is quite shy in the book. So
Is she?
Mhm.
She flies around naked all day. How can she be shy?
Well, because
Oh,
she can't really get
only,
seen by
oh,
anyone.
yeah, only one person
You're-
can see her.
Yeah.
You're a ghost,
That's fair. That is fair. So she's just haunting Damon. Swear. That's sweet. Did he kill her?
No.
No,
So why
but
did she
he's
choose to haunt him?
responsible. Well, because
Well,
he picked up.
she's
He
bound to a
found her
crystal.
crystal.
and he's the
Oh,
whole
the
of the
crystal. Oh, okay, right, sweet. So he haunted himself. Nice. But Andrew's art is great here. What do you think, Pickles?
Yeah, I really like it. The colors are definitely good. I like the flow of the hair and the expression on her face.
Yeah, no, his shadow
I-
work is excellent. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. His shading is really good. So awesome.
Mm.
Well, there you go. Certified, acceptable by the creators. So if you guys like it, go vote for Andrew and the Strupple.
Woohoo.
There you go. Let's move on here. Next one we're going to look at is Eric Hawkins, who is Mr. Marketable, and that's nice. I love the font you've used. Of course, it is the correct font, and yeah, no, it's very neat. I didn't know he wielded big swords. I thought he was a puncher.
He
I saw a big sword.
he does have a big sword that is made from a tooth of a large monster he killed in previous issues.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
good
he originally had an axe. If you read the Ashkans, he's always got an axe.
Oh no,
'cause
I
it's
do.
set before
I
the main
recall
book.
that.
Yep.
I do
Yeah,
recall
because
that.
he broke his axe on the monster, and then so he said, "This monster took my axe," and so he took his tooth
Fair.
and made a sword out of it.
Fair trade. Fair trade. I like it very much, Eric. It's very much in the vein of what you do. It's very front cover or advertisement friendly. I do like these things.
He's a little squatty, and that's because of the reference I used. I had a little miniature I 3D printed and painted here of a guy, muscular guy with his head on a foot on a dragon head and a sword. And I didn't realize all my miniatures, D&D miniatures, are a little squatty.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
guess I see with
I
the
started
feet.
coloring. I was
The
like,
feet.
oh man, he's kind of squatty.
The feet. It's
And
just because
that I
the
realized,
boots
yeah.
are thick. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. And he's got more of a kind of a Perseus build rather than a Damon build. But I don't care. It still looks great. What do you think, Shabby?
I genuinely like the code piece. I think it's fun addition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great pose. I gotta say, I'm noticing one thing. As he's squinting, he looks like if you put a beard on Brock from Pokemon.
Fair.
I can
Fair
see
enough.
That does resemble it to me, but I'm loving it. Like the pose is top notch, dude, and the dragon like looking at him, peeking up. That's
Yeah.
great. Dude.
Annoyed.
Love
Pokey
it.
Vestri. Gotta
Pokey
grab them all.
Vestri.
Eric's
Gotta grab
always
them all.
great. Like,
There you go.
Gotta cut them
and-
all.
Yeah.
yeah,
What do you think,
the fact that he
Pickles?
finished it in time. Love it.
Well, I'm a big fan of big swords.
Fair.
So I enjoy it a lot. I also like the dragon sticking his tongue out. So
Yeah, no, it's super cute, and it's very marketable. I love
yeah,
this.
it's very inoffensive and it feels friendly to look at, which is weird because he's down on top of a head.
Well, it's got that whimsy, right?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's very enjoyable to look at.
Yep, it's true. Well, there you go. If
Thanks.
you like what Erica has done, he has also been certified. So go ahead and vote for him in the straw poll. We'll come back and look at that later. Let's take a look at now. Keenma has Jesus, Keenma.
No,
I didn't do
can't.
it.
You did do
Yep.
it. Yeah, she didn't get her coloring done, but it doesn't matter. We can see very clearly where she's going
Wow.
with this, dude. I'm telling you, that's a D&D
Big and
Drow
bold.
book cover. Unbelievable.
I don't know.
That's really
It's
good.
Dro.
Yeah, Shabby, what do you think?
I think it's big and bold. I think it is very expressive
Mm,
and like just like shooting off vibes of power. You
Yeah.
know, it's
well,
real badass.
it is
Great
badass.
work.
He is not to be fucked with, plain and simple. Yeah,
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
expression is really good as well.
it is great. Yeah, very, very nice. What do you think, Pickles?
I would say it definitely expresses his personality and how his character is.
There you go.
He's
Spot on.
very confident in himself, the way he uses his magic, and he's a menacing character.
Yeah, and he's buff. Absolute stacked. But I think it's great. So if you guys like what Kima has done, vote for him on a straw poll, man. It's really, really good. Hopefully, when you
Yeah.
finish the coloring on this, you'll drop it on the Discord so we can see, because it's going to be epic, dude.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
Kima, of course, we always praise your talent because you're very talented. But honestly, one of the things you do really well is coloring. You're actually an excellent colorist.
I suck at coloring. What are you talking
No,
about?
no, I
You're
know
good.
you. I know you artists, but your coloring always comes out nice. It looks really good. Does
Oh, I
anyone
suck at
else
coloring.
agree with me, or does
Yes,
she
all of
suck?
it.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
Kima's
argue with
pro.
Kinma.
I
Kima's
think
pro.
I think she is pro, dude. I
For
think
a
your coloring
colorblind
is
person, yeah,
great.
I'm always impressed with the coloring.
Yeah, it's very nice. Another colorblind. There's so many colorblind people around in the artist world, which is weird. Why don't you just give up? Anyway, um, so
Because then I
next,
wouldn't be here.
I know I'm joking. Brad Ashworth, of course, is another stellar artist. Brad is killer, dude, and he's colorblind. He's bad level colorblind too. But that's why he kind of draws in those kind of muted colors a lot of time because he really doesn't know. But oh, does he kill it? But anyway, we're moving on here to Rabbit, and this is a much more classical Damon, who has a flaming sword here, and he has not trimmed that beard in some time.
Is
Yeah,
it from
Um,
the dream sequence?
that's from the
Ooh.
that's from the scene where he's surrounded by bats.
oh, I see.
If I'm not
That's
mistaken.
fucking epic, dude.
It is cool, dude. It is cool.
It is epic.
Yeah, Shabby, what do you think?
I'm loving it. I just am so impressed with how quickly he painted such a, like seemingly really complex piece
I
with
know.
all those
Rabbit
strokes.
is killer, dude.
It is just, yeah. I'm blown away, dude.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Really.
we can't really see the body, Shabby, but we know this guy is stacked,
Yeah.
right?
Very-
He sells
You
it
see
such a narrow visage, but he sells it really well.
Mhm. It's a thick neck, traps
Yeah.
poking out, and you know what's going on.
Yeah. No, it's really good job. What do you think, Pickles?
Well, this guy screams, "Don't fuck with me."
Oh yeah, he does, dude. He absolutely does. Yeah. In the cool actual soldier way,
Yeah.
right?
The
Not the
lighting's
verbose
brilliant
way.
as
Yeah.
well. I love the lighting coming off his face and
Yeah,
off
it
his
is
eyes
nice.
as well. Adds a bit more, I guess, life to it, and how
Mm.
how tough Damon looks.
Yeah. Well, where is the what is producing the flame?
So he has. I can show you actually, because we have a page for that as
Oh.
well.
Okay.
You see, he's stuck in a cave, and where he's being. See, he did bring a torch,
hmm hmm
and yet it has been knocked away from him by pesky bats. So he uses a special oil to produce flame on top of his sword.
Yeah,
Ah.
he sets his sword on fire.
Oh, I see. Yeah, as you do, as you do. But oh, I get it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. There's
Nice.
Rabbit paying attention to reference. Very nice. But if you like what Rabbit has done, please vote for him the straw poll, man. Very, very nice. And I probably have a couple of others I have to go check, but the last I have here on screen we have from Alan. So go ahead, Alan.
Yuki Duki.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
That
well,
was
I'm going to get copyright struck anyway. But yeah, no, it's perfect. Yeah, say
You should have
hello to
asked.
my little dragon.
You should have asked for our tune that we have for Vestri.
We have a little tune. I know you have a tune.
Doug
That's cool.
Garrett made a little song for us for Vestri issue 1.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that's very cool. But it looks great, Alan. As usual, it's really neat, and it has that whimsy again. with it. That's fun, and of course, it reads perfectly well. Yes, there's an elf who has a gem and a dragon,
Yeah.
and he's very confident about his chances of success. Very clear. What do you think, Shabby?
Oh, come on, the presentation of it, that's basically cheating.
It is
I
cheating.
think.
It is cheating.
What I especially
I did a
like
Mexican
is-
Spider-Man once, and it was all over.
Yes, it
true.
was.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
the Mexican Spider-Man
It was
was
so good.
epic, dude. It was
Yeah.
epic. What we
I
really
tell you what,
needed was Cheech and Chong, which is really what you needed.
Yeah.
I especially like just the reflections, of the
Oh,
of
I'm
the
gonna have to
magic
kill
off of
Jeff.
the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
through sort of sliding, just
Eh,
brings out
Yeah.
all the shiny bits.
Yeah, a lot of these guys do the shading and shine really, really well. Armoron left today, but he's great at that. Armoron is
Oh yeah.
amazing at lighting. Yeah, it's really cool. Pickles, you got a comment?
Really good.
Same as what Shabby said, I like you can tell that Arius is in control of the situation.
Mm. Oh, that's a good name,
I
dude.
like that.
Arius. That's a great name.
Like he's not concerned. Basically, he's
Not
like,
at
yeah,
all.
I've
Yeah.
literally got a dragon. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. And he's got the gem too.
Yeah.
Now I know what the gem is. So awesome. Oh, let me go check over the draw along. I know that's
Oh,
the
so sad.
Hogwarts one is still funny. Eric killed that week too, dude. That's so good, dude. There was so many good stuff. But all right, I need to come down to where we are here with Vestri. All right, so we got from Jason. Damn, Jason, dude.
Jason's awesome.
Doug is killing it as usual. Oh, there we go. So Rosa.
I'm
Uh,
so sorry. Look,
uh,
you if you ever like
it's
so you look at life and you say everybody else is a
okay.
tuxedo and you're a brown pair of shoes. That's
Yeah,
me.
no,
I'm
no.
like
Well,
the worst.
I
This
need to
was
come over and share it so everybody can see. But
cool.
there's a general rule, Rosa. Just so just so you know. Where am I going here? I need
Yeah,
to. Did
I
I
suck
do
so bad
something?
compared to everybody else.
No,
This
it's
is
not
like the best
true.
world.
Am I sharing on my? No, I'm not. Right?
No.
you're sharing.
I am sharing. I think.
Oh,
You're
I don't have
sharing.
you.
I'm looking
I
at the
can't
YouTube. You sharing.
see.
Yeah,
Sharing on
I'm
YouTube.
just not sharing the
Oh,
right
you're sharing
thing.
on
It's my
YouTube. I
fault.
see.
Yeah. Let me fix that. Okay. So first of all, Rosa, I do like the dragon. I do. But it's
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 okay. So
culturally incorrect. Yeah.
That's a
you just
great
go ahead.
ancient dragon.
Is a great celestial dragon. But it actually looks really good, Rosa. You did a good job. But keep in
Are you gonna
mind
hang
that
on
the
to
Western dragon is a physical creature. The celestial dragon is a spiritual concept.
I know, but I like the celestial dragon, and why does he keep the other ones?
Well,
She's just doing the anime version.
take that, Shabby.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's coming out.
Straight into my European roots.
Yeah, I know. I know. It is a great looking dragon, though. It is a good looking dragon.
Yeah,
So,
so you're
Shabby, what
hanging
do you
on to
think about this
Look.
angel winged celestial dragon?
I honestly really like the face. I think it's original when it comes to these types of dragons because they all kind of look fluffy, and this one does give me like bull vibes almost
Sure.
with the brow and the big horns. I genuinely dig that.
Yeah, it is good. It is pretty. You can see how indecisive she was to put the wings on because she really didn't want to, and of
Yeah.
course
no,
she
I had
shouldn't. It doesn't need wings. It doesn't have wings. But
they're spiritual. The
yeah,
difference.
it
But
is
this one
true.
does.
Yeah, this one does, kind of, sort of, whimsically so. What do you think, Pickles?
I have a real soft spot for these type of dragons.
Yeah.
Because I kind of grew up with them in cartoons and stuff like that, so I always enjoy seeing them.
No, they are great. They are great. It is cool. But if you like what Rosa's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. The rest of the stuff I got here is draw along, and they're great.
Yay.
So whilst you guys go over there and vote on the straw poll, which Jeff has certainly dropped, we'll take a look at those. The first one is from Jason Gonzalez, or the Mighty Thunder Rat. And Jason is just getting stronger and stronger, dude. We're starting to get finished
Yeah.
pieces now. Look at that. Good job, Jason. Look at it.
Oh, it's
That is,
Man,
amazing.
Oh,
he chiseled
cool.
out those muscles real nice. That's
he
great.
did.
Yeah.
He's shading it. Now, you guys, Shabby, do you know Jason?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, as with you, actually very similar to you, we've watched Jason grow, right? From day one where it was okay and it's become epic. Same with you. I think you started a little bit higher level than him. But I mean, just wow, dude. I mean, he's really, really coming on. Eric, we're starting to get finished pieces from Jason. Have you noticed that?
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's getting a lot quicker, which
A
is
lot
good.
quicker, a lot cleaner, great shading. It really reads well. What do you think, Shabby?
Yeah, I think he's hitting his shadows well. The anatomy is good. Strong sense of lines,
Mm.
line weight. I'd say that's a really decent piece. I like it a lot.
I like the movement of water on the body. It's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you
It's
very
very
much.
ominous.
It is ominous. That's true. Well, thank you very much, Jason. Awesome, dude. And we got one from Joshua too, which is not the same, but Joshua's actually gotten a lot better too, in a different way. But yeah, it's an improvement though, Eric.
It's cool.
Oh, it looks good, man.
Yeah, it's great.
So good.
It's got
That's
that
really good.
comic taste to it, but it's wonderful. We got Shabby and Pickles and the pretty
Elle.
girl, Elle. So that's really good. Thank you very much, Joshua. And let's see, do I have any others? No, I have to go over the Twitter. I'll go over the Twitter for that. So thank you guys very much for doing the draw along. Let me go over the Twitter here real quick, and we'll take a look at Doug's stuff or Blue Moon stuff. Let's
Doug.
see. Yeah, no, of course it's always good. So what do I got here? World class bullshitters. They're still around, huh? What do these characters have in common? I don't know. I have no clue. Okay.
What?
Huh? Elon Musk, the autist, the super successful autist. Yeah, Bulldog. Oh. These are always dangerous there.
Boy.
Oh yeah, well, that's perfect right
What are you
there.
looking at?
What are you doing? What are you doing, kid? Idiot. You're not supposed to do that, kid. What are you doing?
A jackass.
What does it say, Chester? What does the caption say?
He's basically they're at a kaiten sushi, where the food goes by and you take what you want and choose it, and he's desanitizing it for everyone's safety, which is ridiculous, putting those chemicals on stuff. Dumbass kid. Anyway, these are always dangerous. Always, there's Elon again. I don't know who you are. Harry Potter actress Ivana Lynch. Nice. Ooh, Illuminati. Ooh, ooh. Okay, hey, that's Chip Theory, by the way. That is sexy.
You
right
solved the
there.
box. They came.
Dude. That is Chip Theory. That is pure sexiness. Probably also about $800 or 1,200.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you wrecked Dad's Jeep. Run! Don't drink and drive.
Okay.
Fair enough. You didn't get very
Need some
far.
brick.
You didn't get very far.
Yeah, that guy killed somebody. He killed
Yeah.
he killed a detective in his car crash, and he tried to run.
Wow, it's less funny now. Thanks, Andrew.
Oh yeah, he totally
I know
takes me down.
context. I know context.
Yeah, the Hodge twins. Yeah. Anyway, let me do. Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, I usually hope that something funny is up, but it's rare. Oh well. But anyway, let's go to my latest here and let's take a look with Doug and see if anybody else has dropped over here. No, it looks like just Doug stuff. Although that is great. Let's see here. So he's kind of putting everything in these little boxes now. So all right, let's
Yep.
take a look here. So this is Damon, all patched up. Nice. Step 1, wake up. Step 2, swing sword. Step 3, see Dame. I long for the days where I could suffer in peace. I leave bed just to see this primordial hellscape we once called Earth. What was humanity come to? What has humanity come to? Have we gone mad? Maybe it is I who's gone mad. I never felt more alive. When causing death, now I crave it. Not for others, but for me. I sit here broken and empty. Oh well, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe today it'll be my day.
That was very dramatic.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm here all week. But that is freaking awesome. God damn it, Doug. That I mean, come on, Chappy dude. Come on.
Yeah. I think we need to hit up Blue Moon about an Ashcan.
You think you, dude? You think you should? I think you should. It would be hilariously different. I love
I think
he's
it would work. Yeah.
yeah, he's got the hair, he's got the patches, he's got the peen in shadow. Perfect.
Mhm.
You promised nudity. He delivered.
I deliver in the product. You see,
You do. I know.
That's my selling point. Come
That
on.
is your selling
can't
point.
give it away.
Yeah, that's fair. Why this music, Blue Moon? Why?
Oh,
Why?
perfect.
That's the wrong music.
I feel that's like from Final Fantasy or something.
Yeah. Not right. Incorrect. All right. Oh, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. What?
I think it's supposed to be L.
Yeah, I guess, but what's
Yeah.
happening here?
I think it's the other side of the drawing.
I think that's straight up from the material I gave, for reference. She's nude and shocked. So
She is nude.
That's on point.
Tastefully so. I have to go check the draw along. The topic reference, I guess, is that where it would be?
Yeah.
Chester, which one? Oh, she's nude. Where? Which one? I want to see the reference. Which one?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of. I haven't looked at this in a long while. No, I guess that's that. I love Damon just standing in a cornfield butt naked. Perfect. Perfect. Anyway, thank you very much, Doug. Thank you to everybody. It's awesome. It looks good. And let me come back over here the other side. And well, no, I actually have to do this. So where is it here? Here it is. Let me go ahead and I shall vote myself.
Wait, Chester, you need to look at mine one more time before you vote because I fixed it.
Oh, he fixed it. Hold on a second. I'll go cheat and show him again. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is better. That is better. Yeah. That is better.
Nice.
That is much better.
Nice.
I'm gonna go breed some Pokemon.
I'm not young enough to be able to sing the song, although I'm sure there are people here that could.
See, now he's the very best.
He is the very best.
Like
Anyway,
no one ever was.
I'm going to vote now. Who won the Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition Vestri competition? Let's see. I could go with Andrew Clam Chowda Fleming. He's from Boston. They have a pie, not chowder, just so you know. And it's a good pie. It is a tasty pie. Yeah. We have Eric, fried chicken that was fed steak, Hawkins. Okay.
I love chicken fried steak. Love it.
That's fed steak. Yeah, no, I'm sensing a theme. Yeah. I could also go with beer, poutine, and beer. Quinoa. No one really knows what poutine is. I'll help you out. It's called flan. Does that help? Probably.
No, it isn't.
We can also go with One Doom vegan fish and chips rabbit. Aw.
I know, I read that and I was like, Jeff, how dare you put vegan anywhere near my name?
Aw. The truth comes out.
Oh
God,
no.
no.
That's why he's called
What would
Rabbit.
what would vegan fish even be?
Well, it makes sense now. You're a one dude
What
rabbit
would
because
it
you're not a
be?
rabbit, but you eat like a rabbit.
Jellyfish.
You're human, and if you're a vegan, you'll die. It makes sense
Oh
now.
God, I would die if I didn't eat meat just for a day. I'd die.
Rosa barbecue beef brisket, y'all. Diaro.
Why am I being
One
vegan?
vegan rabbit.
I know. One vegan
That's-
rabbit. Yep. New name.
Boo.
Or last but certainly not least, we could go with Alan Sauerkraut. Yeah, that's not how you spell that.
Oh, I screwed up.
Sauerkraut and biscuits Alonzo.
All right, it's LA spelling. Yeah, fool.
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
A crowd.
Sauerkraut biscuit. All right. But who am I going to vote for?
See, it
It's
worked.
actually,
Shit.
yeah, I know. It's actually difficult this today. Who do I pick? They are really good. Although I don't know, dude. It's Keenma maybe. It was really killer, but I kind of have to go with my boy, the Pokemon himself. Yep, I've chosen. I doubt that helped at all. It probably didn't.
No,
You chose poorly.
I did. I did. Oh, well, at least you got a vote.
Yeah.
I didn't even vote for myself.
But
Boy.
it's the battle between one doomed rabbit and one vegan rabbit. I apologize. And Alan. So someone fix it. But awesome. Thank you guys for coming in here. We'll give it a minute and let it see, but we do appreciate it, of course. And we love looking at all this great art. Definitely go back Vestri 5. You can pick them all up now. He has a PDF click as well. So you can pick up back issues that way if you don't have it. And support these guys. And hopefully, whatever they end up doing in the future, they'll come on back and we'll take a look at that too. But awesome. So,
Hey, and don't forget it's shipping from America, so you won't have to pay international shipping just because they're overseas.
well, there you go. And someone has voted, and I'm going to call it right there. So
There you go.
we have a winner. Very nice. But thank you very much, Eric, Andrew, Rosa, Keenma, and Alan. Thank you all very much for coming in and your wonderful art claps.
Yeah,
It's not pale. It's not
Very-
pale.
Very nice. But the winner is our resident vegan.
gonna leave.
One Doom Rabbit claps. Very nice. Very nice.
You know what?
It is
I
a
bet
cool
you might
piece,
get
dude.
some more. You might get some more commissions if you change your name to One Vegan Rabbit.
Oh yeah, you would. You would. You definitely would. You would
Get
have
all those
fans.
freaks wanting their furry drawings.
That's right. All you have
God,
to
no.
do is just wear a dress
No.
and do like a 15-minute trailer. Yeah, it'd be good. A little bit of makeup.
And bun.
That's the way to go.
I mean, a man bun. Oh God, no! You're making it worse by the minute.
Say something bad about J.K. Rowling in your profile.
that's right.
But I play Hogwarts Legacy all the time. I can't.
Hogwarts Legacy is literally funding genocide. So
Yeah,
It
and I-
is
say you're-
literally.
funding it right now.
Yeah.
I am shaking and crying right now. I am
Yes.
literally shaking and
It's
crying. Right now.
unbelievable. How dare
Say
we
you're hate
all.
playing it.
How dare you.
All right, you're having trouble displaying there, Andrew. You might want to reload it.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I just had a weird internet crash, so maybe it's not gonna. Oh, there it goes. Maybe is that better?
Yep, it's loaded. Okay. All right, so let's go through and take a look, see what everybody's doing. We're going to end with Shabby and Pickles, of course. They'll talk about their this project and give us our final elevator pitch. So thank you all very much, and let's go ahead and get to it. So, Andrew.
All right. Well, if you would like to follow me and the rest of my work, you can hit me up at solariansun.com, where you can read my webcomic for free. This Friday, I'm posting up to page 239 for free. And if you want to subscribe and get even more pages over at patreon.com/AFLM, I will be posting up to page 533 and the start of chapter 19. We are in the falling action of volume 3 as a whole. Speaking of volumes, either Saturday or Monday, I should be getting all my books in for the Kickstarter campaign. So
nice.
shipping will be starting pretty soon. I have all the art cards and promo art ready to go, and that's ready to ship. Those came in looking beautiful. So now the next step will be the books, and they'll be hitting the convention circuit, and people can hit me up there and pick up some more books.
Sweet. Very nice.
Yeah.
Jeff, Eric, you remember how he keeps telling us he's not a furry? He keeps insisting.
Yeah.
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 And I keep being correct. I keep
No,
being correct.
Not only is this image, the feet are great, by the way. Is this
Oh,
a
thank you.
furry image? She's in a Japanese schoolgirl dress, and she's S&M'd up.
Wow, you couldn't have gotten that interpretation more wrong, but I appreciate your try.
Good job.
Thank you. Fantasy pinups, Chester. Come on, not all fantasy is furry. We gotta draw the line
You
here
are
somewhere,
correct,
man.
but your fantasy picks are furry. So
There's
Okay.
not like a single straight. She has a tail. That's about it. That's like the only thing.
Yeah,
man.
that's it.
Come
That's
on.
the only thing. You're right. But
Is she sitting between another girl's legs, like a chubby girl in a mini dress?
something like that. It feels like.
Is that a curtain behind her?
Yeah, as a curtain.
Oh, I thought it was like two chubby legs and a mini.
Yeah, I thought it was a chubby girl. Yeah, me too.
It's a veil.
Fergalicious
It's a-
definitions make the
I
boys
feel
go
like she's
loco.
about to inseminate her artificially.
Goodness.
Dear God.
I should have chosen a different picture.
You
I was
probably
really
should.
proud. I was really proud of this new illustration that I finished up this week. But now you guys are making me.
Well, it
I'm
definitely
not
looks
coming
like
back.
Doubt your entire
S&M
life.
artificial insemination furry.
Oh no, that would look good on a trading card.
Yeah.
That
We could always
that-
move
that
on
string of
from
se-
the
that
artificial
sentence string you
insemination
just
thing.
said. That sentence that you just put together, Chester. You just described all of Fur Affinity. Good job.
I know I
That
did.
was
Thank you very much.
That was a
I've
pretty
learned-
good baseline
I've
of Fur
learned.
Affinity.
I've learned. I've been educated. I have. And thank you for recognizing my eloquence. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what you phlebotomists do.
That's true.
So, yeah.
A phlebotom. Now that's a very different field of science. Just so you know.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, moving on. Eric Hawkins.
Hey, I'll be funding issue 5 of the Zombie World of Oz in April, which will introduce Munchkins for the first time. TikTok. Patchwork Girl won't be till issue 6. Who else is going to be in this?
Porcelain
Cool
Children.
Clip comes
Porcelain
back.
Children.
No, not yet. But I'm currently working on a page that's going to have about 1,000 zombies on it. So they're going to be tiny, but it's an aerial shot. But it's a lot of freaking work to draw little bitty zombies.
Oh yeah. I bet. Yeah.
But in the meantime, go out to Kickstarter, back Vestri. It's their 5th issue. They need your help and need money, and it's a good book. I've already seen the book, so I mean it's good. Go back it.
Yeah, but do you have any furry porn though?
Maybe we should draw furries sometime.
We should make Andrew happy. I think he.
We should
I think he's
contact
earned it.
for next week. Maybe we should contact the Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter guy.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I have no idea.
He's
who you're talking
crowdfunding
about.
right now too.
No clue.
That was fun to draw. Yeah.
But Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter sounds right though.
It does. It is.
It does. It sounds right. But also awesome. Thank you very much, Eric. Let's move on here and let's go over and talk to Keenma. She's putting color on quick. Looking good. Keenma?
No.
What do you mean no? It looks good.
I don't know. Just no.
No. Would you like to clarify my definition of poutine being flan?
No.
See, I was right. There it is. There it
Isn't
is.
it like a gravy and cheese over fries?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the idea sounds disturbing to me.
It does. It
I
does.
love
Poutine's so
fries.
good. Oh my gosh.
Gravy
So
and cheese over French
It's
fries.
cheese curd, though, right? It's not actual just
Yeah,
cheese.
it's cheese.
Is it?
It's cheese curd. Yeah.
I went to a
Yeah,
restaurant.
I've never had cheese curd, so
I went to
Over
a
chips.
restaurant
I'm sorry, over chips.
last week, Eric, and I've been passing it for 20 years, and it's always busy. It's there. They've repainted a couple times, so it's successful. And I was like, yeah, we really should try that place. So I went in and tried, and my God, dude, it was bad. They gave me a beef stew that was basically a demi-glace sauce with some meat and vegetables thrown on top of it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Doesn't even sound good.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. And the bread wasn't even good to sop it up with. Yeah. Although the chicken nanban was excellent, though. But you guys don't know what that is. You don't have that in the West. Oh,
Come
did you?
home, Chester. Come
Yeah, I
home. We'll
know.
feed you.
I know. I need. I have to fend for myself out here in the wilds of Japan. You ever had chicken nanban, Andrew?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. It's a kind of
Chicken
Kyushu
bun,
thing.
chicken bun.
Kyushu are famous for fried chicken. That's what they
Yum,
do
yum.
best. Yeah,
Mm.
they do it well. Anyway, thank you very much, Keenma. Rabbit. I
yeah.
love this piece. That is so Tolkien-esque, dude.
Oh, but that's to do with one of my stories that I'm doing.
Yeah, but it's very Tolkien, though. I like it. It's like Asian Tolkien.
Asian Tolkien. Okay, then. Oh, I'm not going to
Ooh.
argue.
Oh.
It's nowhere near finished, obviously, but I've been working on it a bit at a time.
Well, he's got the gi on, so.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a character I did. So I'm working on two different things to decide on which one I want to do first. You know what I mean? So I'm working on some actual proper art for it. So this is a character I designed a long time ago. There's more to the design, obviously.
And I do
basically
believe
uses
you
blood.
have the tuck correctly. I do believe men are supposed to tuck right and women tuck left. So I think you've got that. Correct,
I think
actually.
so. I can't remember. I remember when I used to do karate, I had to wear something like so I think it's the same as I used to wear.
Yeah.
In Hollywood, they tuck it back.
And tape it down. They do.
Ow.
But indeed, ladies have no idea. But it looks great. But and of course, we're waiting on this kind of series. Anything else to add, Rabbit?
No. Follow me on all the places that Jeff just stuck up, and I'll have more of my current band stuff on there. If you want to listen to some music, it's on there. My Spotify is around. It's all on there. Jeff's put everything on there. I still can't say my album's out because it's still not quite done yet. Soon.
Yeah, no, keep banging on it, dude. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, sir. Let's see here. Who's next? Alan. Alan is next.
Hello. Check out Lost Pages 3, which is on Indiegogo right now. I gotta lay off the weed.
Or the enchiladas.
Yeah, check out Lost Pages 3. I'm doing some work on that. I did the T-shirt design for them, and I'm doing a bunch of little things in the background for that book, and I'm working on some other things in the background that I can't talk about yet either. So that's it for now. Lost Pages 3. And of course, Atrocity #1 on Amazon if you want to check out the first issue. I'm working on #2. When it comes out in print, there'll be a deluxe #1. There'll be attached. There'll be a huge 80 page book. So, yeah.
No, that's nice, dude. That is really nice. I have a serious, poignant question for you. Are Cheech and Chong cultural heroes for you, or is it Scarface?
It's a generation thing. People who are around your age, Cheech and Chong. My age, Scarface, because Scarface got popularized by rap music for some reason.
Yeah.
I see. Cheech and
But
Chong's
Cheech
the
and
way
Chong,
to go, though. It is
That's the
way
way I was about to say. But Cheech and Chong is the way to go.
it is.
Nice
It's much better.
dreams, up in smoke.
Oh, dude,
If
so
you
awesome.
if you're from the barrio, you know three things. And I'm not really. I'll say this: is you watch American Me, Blood In, Blood Out, and Cheech and Chong.
Fair. I don't know what half those are, but I know Cheech and Chong. Yeah.
Those guys are a riot in person.
Oh, they're phenomenal, dude.
They're hilarious.
And
Hey, Alan.
and Cheech
Yo.
went on to become like a politician.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
perfectly wonderful, as it should be. But anyway, all jokes aside, if you haven't seen Cheech and Chong, go watch that shit because that is spectacular comedy. But all right, well, thank you very much, Alan. Let's see, did I forget anybody? No, I got the dudes, I got Rosa, and then Jeff will, close us out as usual. So Rosa.
I love you, and I'm so glad you got your channel back. And I love you, and you, and you. And I'm going to say, first of all, back Vestri. It's a wonderful project. I stealth shabby in them because even though you don't follow me on Twitter anymore because you don't love me anymore, I still look at all your stuff and I post. And
Shame on you, Shabby.
Oh,
right.
Chevy.
and I post your stuff, and it really is. It's a great little series, and I love it, and I backed it the whole time. So make sure you go and back it. It's a great series, and I love the concepts. I think it's so great. And secondly, I love what we're doing here on Drawn and Quartered. Actually talked it up a little bit. I had a couple of interviews, and Jeff knows because you've been on there too, and we talk it up. And the fan art, I am serious. I have used it over and over again for my ads because it is just so great. I did Alan's yesterday. I did Kima today. I roll through everything. I do Eric. I do all of y'all. Everybody that's been on here. If you had my fan art, I put it up for my book. And so it is so great because you can literally put that out there and it's something fresh and new for it. So I roll it on Twitter and on Instagram a lot of times as a just to freshen it up as the ads, to patch the book.
The art
and
is
for
epic here. Yeah.
Yeah. I got my 6 Watcher of the Damned sci-fi western saga. Be there 3-time Prometheus Award nominee, and we're rolling into the next season, which means we're just I just got the second series started. I just turned in my manuscript on book 6. Well, actually it's book 8. Got my other stuff going, and a big thing happened for me. I'm really excited. I got a call and somebody said they're asking for your book at the library. You need to give them physical copies. And I was
Nice. That is cool.
I know, I'm excited because it shows up on, I think, Herman, you know about it, Overdrive, which is the ebook libraries. And so it's all around the world. But and so you finally, when you see that, you're like, oh my gosh, I finally made it. But so they wanted real copies. So I never wanted to be like really pushy with my book with my local people because I don't want to think I'm being weird. But I sent 2 full sets of copies and I signed it and everything. And they were so excited and they wanted to do a book signing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my people around here actually know who I am. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that is cool.
That is cool. It's amazing when that happens.
Yeah, and speaking of our art here, I'll highlight Andrew again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, thank you very much, Rosa. And let's go ahead and Jeff will end it up. So let's go to Shabby and Pickles. Do you guys want me to focus on your screen, Shabby, or you want me to bring up your Kickstarter? What would you like me to do?
I think the Kickstarter might be better.
Okay.
Probably should go over there.
No problem. I'm on it and I'm rolling through it. So you guys go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'll leave this to Pickles. Is probably more suited.
Well, this is years in the making. We've been building up for this for years. I just want to say a big thank you for everyone that's been supporting us throughout the years since issue 1. Even pre-issue 1 with the compliment Shabby's artwork. They help him, every time to, better himself. And that led to us doing this project. And the story itself is more brutal than ever. like literally, if you've read all the books, you're probably going to start to feel sorry for Damon because he gets put through the ringer. And this book's no different.
All good heroes too.
Exactly, and now the climax is now going to be: is Damon going to be able to stop this? This abyss? Basically, is he going to be able to stop Harrius? is he even going to be able to heal himself? You know, it's basically a big fighting book.
Which
Mm.
is
Yeah.
cool for a finale, right? You built up your lore and then you drop it, right?
Oh
And
yeah, we
56
go all out
pages, you
in
said,
this
right?
one. It's 56 pages, 10 pages of Ashcan, so 66 pages altogether.
Oh,
If we
wow.
reach our stretch goal, it will be 76 pages. And personally, you know, I really enjoy the Ashcans, and that's probably biased because I wrote them and Chevy drawn them. But
Aw.
the Ashcans I really enjoyed doing a lot. I think Chevy can probably say the same as well. They're a lot of fun to do. You know, whenever people have reviewed the book, they always speak about how much they love the Ashcans as well. So we just stick around to keep doing Ashcans every issue as well. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we have all the tiers down here. I'm just kind of scrolling through the page.
We have we have plenty of tiers. If you're international, we have the PDF tiers.
Warning, nudity. Okay.
I had to put it somewhere, so you know I had to put it right at the bottom.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
we
But
have
you might want to put it
we
at
have
the very top. Warning, nudity, and then your title.
we have amazing artwork by Matthew Weldon for
Oh, yeah.
the variant covers. He's done a variant cover for each issue. So you can get that as part of a bundle. You know, you can get a Chrome edition of issue 5 for the Weldon cover. And if you want a drawing of Shabby, you know, we have an art tier for that as well. We have add-ons if you've missed an issue, like if you've missed issue 3 but you've got 4 and 2, we have an add-on for you to just get that issue. You know, it's just yeah, we've properly gone all out on this, and that's thanks to Eric
Oh,
No,
and
that's cool.
everyone that supports us.
Yay.
Shout out to Eric. Very, very nice. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for coming in. We've been able to follow this journey with you the whole way. I think you've been here for every book, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure.
You know, and it's not the end of what we're doing, really.
No,
You know,
just the
I can't
story.
speak.
Yeah.
I can't speak for Shabby, but I want to do volume 2. But I'm also writing a superhero comic. You know, I'm writing some horror stories as well. Just having my fun with those, and Shabby's doing his thing as well. Hopefully, you'll be doing his volume 2.
Well, you guys got to keep banging at it because you keep banging and eventually something hits, right? That's just the way it is. Like, to take a weird little turn here, one of the biggest complaints I hear about Elon Musk's is how often he fails. Yep, he's failed a lot, but boy, he's hit like 2 or 3 times big, right?
Mhm.
And that's what it comes down to. You got to keep at it. You got to keep pushing because something will hit eventually. Even though there's a bunch of stuff that maybe makes a little money, a little bit more money, a little less money, whatever the situation, you got to keep pushing because something will hit, and you just have to keep at it. And I think that's what we see a lot over here because we don't have access, we don't have marketing access, so you have to just go until something hits. And we've seen many people get discouraged and drop out, and it's unfortunate because there was a lot of talent there, and there's certainly talent here. So keep banging at it, dude. That's how you do.
No, we always have. Don't we been at this for how many years has it been, Shabby?
5.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing
5 for me.
compared to other creators, but
There
we've
were
been
two
just go at
issues
it.
actually were scrapped. I drew 2 issues of Vestri that were scrapped because they looked like shit. Now
Sorry, I was just gonna say, fun bit of trivia. The Ashcan on issue 1 was the first thing I wrote.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's what I mean. You guys are really new at this. You got to keep banging at it because there's clearly something there. It's obvious, right? And with someone like Matt Weldon, he's not going to sit there and just bang around something he doesn't think has potential. He's busy. He's super busy. right?
Oh, you get stuff left and right.
Right, and because he kept banging at it, and he finally started hitting, right? But I'm just saying that alone shows you that you got something. You got to keep pushing at it. But anyway, thank you guys for coming in. We certainly appreciate it. We're looking forward to see what you do in the future. Thank you all again. Next week, I guess we're doing furries for Andrew. Nice.
Get it out.
I don't know what
Leave
we're
me
doing.
alone.
Just kidding. Rabbit, what are we doing next week?
I don't know.
Vegan
There's a lot
options.
of. Where's I'm just going to ignore all vegan things. There's a lot of suggestions in the topic things. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, we'll do something. It'll be fun as usual.
Cocaine Bear.
There's a few campaigns. There's different campaigns on it. I don't know who to talk to.
Cocaine Bear. That might be fun. Especially seeing as no one's seen it yet. So, yeah, that'd be even better. Yeah.
Well, I'm
but
sure it looks a lot like a bear.
Everybody just draws
Yeah,
what
I
a
saw
white
the
powder on
cocaine
its
bear
head.
is about.
now, my image is something more Manitou, looking, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all very much. And Jeff, take us out of here, dude.
Alrighty, well, The Revenant in the Tomb is available at Amazon, actually pretty much anywhere you can buy books. And my next book is The Wizard's Stone. It gets released, well, it's 1:03 a.m. here, so it gets released in exactly 1 week. So I'll read a little.
When are we going to do your book?
Mm-hmm.
How about the week after?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we should do your book.
Nice.
Just,
Let's
try
do
to
it.
prepare some kind of reference sheet for them or something for them to have an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the snippet on Amazon is this. Odo didn't know what was in store for him when the wizard called him into his study. The wizard gave him a simple task: deliver a stone wrapped, sealed, and warded to a king halfway across the world. And to this end, Odo will be protected by a band of skilled mercenaries paid a staggering fortune in gold. Yet the outside world is not as certain or as safe as the wizard's compound, a fact that Odo will learn much to his horror and regret.
Ooh. Poor Odo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and actually somebody's outside of Flyfox Pro who beta read the book. There's somebody who has already listened to the entire audiobook at this point.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
As a thank you for him promoting my book on his site. So,
That's amazing.
but also in the links are my email link to subscribe to my email list. I don't give away emails. I don't exchange or swap emails. So I kind of curate and make sure that those don't get out,
Do I
as
have
well
an
as my
email?
YouTube. Huh?
I was thinking if I have an email, I probably do.
of course you have an email.
Well, your assistant probably does.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And the toilet. The toilet has an email. Anyways, and also my YouTube channel where you can go see the trailer for my next book. Well, all my books really, but sample reading or a reading of a sample chapter from a person named Pete Mack, who has a YouTube channel where we watch and comment on movies, as well as an audiobook sample. So if you're interested, take a look at that link, go right to my YouTube channel. And that's pretty much it. So nasal stay.
Nasal stay. That's much
Nasal
better.
stay.
Yeah. And honestly, the fact that we're saying namaste is probably irritating YouTube to no end. How dare we?
Probably.
There's not an Indian amongst us.
Jerk faces.
I know.
We're gonna get stricken again.
We are. Later.
Later.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yo.
Bye.
I live next to a lot of yoga classes.
Bye.
You
Bye-bye.
do? Back Vestri.
Yes, back
Back
Vestri.
Vestri.